It is.
Free Falling, yeah.
Oh, he made a song
I
about.
said
Is it
Free
called
Falling.
Reseda?
No, it's called Free Falling.
Oh,
yeah.
He just say living in Reseda in the song.
Free. Oh, yeah.
It's funny when he was singing. I was in Chicago. I ain't know nothing about Reseda, and then
Sound like
you
a
move out
couple-
here. You like,
Driving on the freeway.
Reseda, huh? This is what he was talking
Right.
about.
That's how I was with Karate Kid.
Oh, when they
Oh,
was
he
doing-
was in
Oh,
Reseda.
shit, this was where it was
Yeah.
at.
Yeah.
So pretty
He
sure
was
neighborhood.
in
Wasn't
Reseda.
the dojo right there in North Hollywood though?
It was Encino though. Remember?
Was it?
Yeah,
No, well, the
that's
new
where
one was
Danny
in-
moved
No, I'm
to.
talking about the
was
old
in
original.
Encino.
Oh.
He was in Reseda.
Oh, yeah, the original, he was in Reseda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
They
the
was
one
from
now
Jersey.
Encino.
Oh,
Jersey to Reseda.
Oh,
Yeah.
for real? You right. Yeah, you're right. He did move to Reseda.
That's the first time I ever heard
Yeah.
the word Reseda.
I went to a comedy show in Reseda. They did it like once a month. It was like a black show. Ron G was hosting. I can't remember the name of the show, but I was like, man, nah, it wasn't Webbers. But I remember like, man, I want a piece of this show. But I forget what it was. I wonder if Ron remember.
I've
that.
been here so long. I watched the come up of Reseda. It was dry for a period of time.
Was it?
It was Van Nuys's little brother.
Ugh. And Van Nuys.
Yeah,
Right.
he just went there for the deal. And somebody with money moved there.
And then
it just
changed the
started
whole.
changing and trickling down into Tarzana.
Yeah.
It's hard to decipher between the two.
Right.
Man.
Oh wow. So Tarzana was cracking before Reseda?
Oh, Tarzana been cracking.
Really?
Yeah.
Tarzana been lit?
Well, they're the first ones to get the restaurants from over the hill. Like the big restaurants like California Pizza Kitchen. It's like, oh,
Before Encino or?
around the same time.
Yeah.
That was like the suburbs of
Because
Encino.
they like neck right there.
Encino Man they had a movie. Encino Man.
Encino Man.
So
I
did.
know,
That was
right?
92.
Brendan Fraser.
92.
Yep.
Wasn't
And
Pauly
Brendan
Shore in that
Pauly
too?
Shore, yep.
That
Hey,
shit was
buddy.
good, too.
Yeah. I've never seen it though.
You never saw it? Oh.
Nah, I never
Come
really wanted
on, movie
to. I
almanac.
never wanted to.
I know,
man. Those one of
man.
the movies I
You
just like.
trifling
You didn't have to
movie buff.
see it to
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, you did. It's a
Yeah, it's like
This is a
Biodome.
classic.
Right.
It's like Biodome.
It's like
It's
Biodome.
like you really don't need to see
Right,
it.
you
It
don't,
helps with your
bro.
white
Well,
conversation.
It hit harder than Biodome though. Biodome was a
about the
flop.
same.
Oh man.
Wait, didn't
Encino
Encino Man make Brendan? That gave him his big break, right?
Encino Man was a hit when it came out. Biodome wasn't.
Biodome
It wasn't.
They're both about the
Encino Man made 40 million.
They were cult
Biodome
classics.
made 13.
They were cult
That's
classics.
a big difference.
Okay, yeah, that's a huge.
That's a big difference.
But it
Yeah.
was both like some corny, white, goofy humor. You know what I'm saying? It was like the same line of movie to me. You know what I'm saying? Even though it wasn't the same line, but it was
Right.
along the same line. Their humor was the same way. As
I just knew Encino Man was frozen at one point, and they brought him back to life,
brought
and he
him
had
back
to
to
figure
life.
out how to survive in the new day and
Fish
age.
out of water.
Right.
yeah, fish out of water.
That
And
helped
then-
with my white conversation. Like, oh yeah, you seen
Encino
Encino
Man?
Man? Oh,
I've
Brendan
never seen
Fraser.
Encino
Hey,
Man.
Pauly Shore. Hey, buddy.
Yeah. I think, matter of fact, I think the only Pauly Shore movie I've seen where it's like Pauly Shore was like one of the majors was Son-in-Law.
Who was his co-star in that?
I can't remember.
The white lady.
I think Son-in-Law was the only because I don't know if I saw Jury Duty. I don't think I watched
Oh, you running down his movies
In the
right
Army now.
Yeah, he was in a military movie.
reminded me
It's
of
all
of
fresh
them.
in my brain because I just watched a video about what happened to Pauly Shore last night.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I know.
I just seen
what
Pauly
did
Shore at
what.
the Dave Chappelle concert.
Was he there?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
that got to be something when you still are. Yeah, because Pauly is not like he's not relevant. He ain't doing movies.
He's still doing
touring.
comedy shows.
Right.
And they said that in the video. They was like,
Oh.
yo, he's still selling out, comedy shows.
Okay, yeah.
Part owner of the comedy store.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Like,
was
we've
the
been
last
doing what
time
he's been
comedy
doing,
show?
you know?
Right. Yeah.
That kind of that would make me feel away. I'm like, hey, I'm working.
But movie wise.
Movie-wise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like you fell off,
Right,
yo.
yeah. Right.
People be seeing you.
The people that don't see the inside, they
Right, they
like,
just live
like-
regular
Right.
lives. They think
Right.
you just under a rock.
yeah, they don't know you're the manager of the comedy store.
From the outside looking in, it's like, man, he
Yeah,
ain't making the movies.
right.
still.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't know what happened.
Right. It's just like, oh.
Didn't he do Entourage? A couple
He was on
episodes of
Entourage.
Few
He did
episodes.
he did a lot of guest work on different shows and even animated. He was in the Goofy movie.
He's the staple of Hollywood. Him and Angeline,
Angeline.
the chick in the pink Corvette,
Oh, okay.
the L.A. Staples and Roscoe's.
Yeah.
Oh, the one who got all the
Very
billboards?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you like, who's she? What's she do?
Right.
Yeah. But she ain't had no hit movie.
She had billboards. Like,
Did she just buy them billboards or they?
I think she had a rich ass husband that would just post her up on billboards because she wanted to be famous or something.
Damn.
but he did it for like decades. So when you come to LA, you're like, oh.
I remember seeing one fairly recently right off of Franklin in Hollywood.
Oh, and Juan G. He's another staple.
Who?
Juan.
If you
I've
drive
seen
on
the
Hollywood,
name.
you see a billboard of some black rapper that you've never seen come out. One day it's him, Paris Hilton, all these people, and it was Juan G. He's another LA staple. He's been having a billboard there for decades as well. Right on Hollywood Boulevard. When you're coming up, you're like, who this? I never heard that album about to drop.
Yeah, and it's like a blank billboard with a picture of him on it. Yeah, I did see it. I was like, damn, he ain't got nothing to say what he
do or
what I'm saying?
nothing.
Got no good
Just his
cars,
name, Juan G.
backdrop.
Oh,
It was
He
him.
ended up making a
And
lot
his
of money
name.
in Bitcoin and other tech ventures.
So he
Oh,
like,
well,
yeah,
shit, he ain't had the rap to do that.
What? When did you move to LA?
The first time I came here a couple times, I was the kid that came out from grandma's house, and then they lose my ticket.
Yeah.
I stayed at grandma's house another 2 years, aka they sent me back. Finally, I came out here in 4th grade, then finally in 8th grade.
You gotta give us the years, man.
4th grade was, I guess, 86,
86. Wow.
88.
88.
Came out here in
Oh,
88.
he was out here when they was breakdancing still.
Oh yeah, that was when gangbang was at
It
it.
was crazy. out
Man,
there.
gangbang was at its
Late
height.
80s.
Colors came
I
out
seen,
in
I
88.
seen about 2 or 3 deaf people get beat up. It was real like that. They were signing and people just hopped out. What? Do. Like, oh.
Colors came out in 88. That's when you know.
That was 88.
Like, my mistake.
It felt
brother.
earlier than that.
I was like 88, 87 tops.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I think it was
Yeah,
88.
yeah,
Because I remember
Colors.
when Colors was out, I remember where I was living, and that was around 88.
Yeah.
I was on 79th and Champlain.
I was definitely in Oakland.
Champlain.
Champlain.
I think I seen Colors at the movie theaters.
Oh, you did?
With my dad. They took,
Yeah.
they didn't know.
I wasn't allowed to see it all at first. I could just watch my Uncle Damon's parts. So
Yeah, he
did-
was
Oh,
in there.
yeah.
Give me the rabbit. Give me the rabbit. Give me the rabbit. Give me the rabbit.
He was funny in that
Chilling in
joint.
the van with my main man. Rocket Ghost.
yeah, that's David.
He was a Crip, right?
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He was a Crip.
That's crazy.
he made 50 Cent's album. It's so surprising the little shit. That I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
yeah, never mind the movies you did. You was on 50's album.
Who was on
Rapping.
50's album?
That was him rapping in the beginning of the movie.
Chilling in the van
That was
with
the
my
part.
main
That was the clip
man.
from the movie.
Rocket gonna stop it. And Rocket go.
That was on 50's
Wait,
album?
which album? Get Rich?
Nigga.
Get Rich?
Yeah, I believe it was his first album.
Get
Was
Rich
it
or Die
Die
Trying.
Snap.
Yeah, that was in the
Whatever
beginning.
In the
He
Club
plays them.
album was,
yeah,
yeah.
He plays them riding in the car, but that's a clip from Colors.
Oh, snap.
Y'all catch a lot of love musically.
Oh, the Wayans is
Yeah.
always mentioned
Always,
in rap.
yeah.
I'd be so happy about that more than the movies and the comedy specials. I'm like, yeah, we all big.
That's because that's eternal.
Yeah,
That's
that is,
it.
man.
And forever, too.
They on One More Chance?
Yeah.
That song ain't never gonna die.
Never.
Every time.
I'm like, man, that song is eternal right there.
It's more than that, too, though, right?
Oh yeah,
Hell
yeah. I think we're the most used reference in hip hop.
Man.
Yeah.
The Wayans be coming up in rap.
Yeah, a lot of times they'll mention more than one in one song. Major
Yeah.
Pain, like Damon Wayans.
Ken-
Down Dirty, even.
Like his brother.
Kendrick
brother
Lamar
in there.
just dropped. Hanging out the Rovers. We're
Somebody
not the
said,
Waynes.
I know Fabulous mentioned the Wayans before. In that song that Fabulous is on Lil Wayne's album, where it's got Jewel Santana, Fabulous, and Wayne. He said Marlon and Sean on there. I forget the name of it.
Damn.
You ain't got nothing on me or something like that. It's that one. Because Fabulous, I listen to Fabulous verse a lot and Jewel's joint. But yeah, they be coming up.
I remember a lot of people used to mention Trump. Now, not so much no more.
No. It's like, unless you dissing them.
Right.
They used to
Yeah.
refer to Trump
They
as
was
getting
like,
money.
yeah, getting
Right,
money.
right,
and
right.
not
They
no
was
more.
looking up to him back then.
Right.
You know, I got money like Trump, man.
Right.
You making the real estate moves like Donald Trump, man. Like my guy Trump. But then it was like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we ain't know he's a piece of shit the whole time. My bad, y'all. That's why you can't idolize these
Right,
guys,
you
man.
can't, bro.
Oh, no, you can't.
That
Especially
rhyming,
not
that
these
rhyming
white ones.
dictionary is like, what else do we have besides Trump?
Right.
They was dapping it up with Trump. Taking
Man,
pictures with
big-
him.
yeah.
This the guy, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then now.
Now it's frowned upon. You got a
I
picture with
can't
Trump.
I can't fault Kodak though. Trump got him out. he got Wayne out, so they still riding for him. Like,
I mean, if they get you out,
You get me out the penitentiary, I got a different kind of love.
yeah,
for
I
you.
gotta.
Yeah.
I can't bash you publicly, no
Right.
more.
Right.
But I still can't fully.
you can't be like, my
endorse
nigga David Duke got me out.
Yeah, you just gotta be quiet.
You remember David Duke?
But
How
don't-
you feel about David Duke, DC?
I don't want to hear y'all say nothing bad about him. We just leave it at that. Y'all keep his name out y'all mouth and leave it at that. Nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about him. Hey, out of jail? If he get you out of jail?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Man.
You can't like ASAP. Didn't Trump get
Yeah,
ASAP
help
out?
him out.
So ASAP can't come out and
What
be
can
like,
you say?
I know Brittany, Griner over there?
Granted,
They need to free
she's
that
still
girl.
over there, though.
Yeah,
She
she's
like,
over there.
where's Trump at now?
I
Right.
know. Biden
I
go
wonder
get
if Trump
her
would have
back,
got her out already.
Yeah, Biden falling off bikes. He ain't worried about her.
Yeah, Biden.
though. Biden too damn old.
He mad over.
Hey, but his son having fun.
His
I
son
seen
was-
the. I
he
was
buying
like,
drugs,
yo,
right?
his
Y'all heard
son
him?
having.
His son was buying crack.
Black. He getting head on camera.
Oh,
doing
really?
coke off. You didn't see the new video remixes they dropped?
Yeah, he just recently like.
Wait, how old is
yesterday.
Grown.
Oh, he.
You know Biden.
Wait, I'm
80.
thinking y'all gonna say he like 18,
Nah,
just
that
wilding
nigga like
out, having some
47.
fun.
He grown.
He an empty
grown?
nester out there in them streets.
Oh
Biden
man.
is old, man.
Yeah, Biden 80 something. His
Yeah.
son got to be like
man.
50s, late 50s.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't-
We got Boogie B in the building, by the way.
Yeah,
We had him
what's
for
up,
another
brothers?
episode of Daddy Issues. Yeah. Keon is in Vegas. So we got Boogie B filling in. Chaz is late.
He's just late.
Per usual.
Chaz is late. Why are you late?
See how much space we left.
Yeah,
him?
you see the empty seat right in the center of the building. You know what I'm saying? Right in the center. Just miss it.
Chaz.
Just-
You can't be late and sit in the middle.
Right.
The spotlight
You
gonna
gotta
be on
sit
you.
on the couch.
Right.
again. Facing the wall.
Right.
Though. Facing the wall.
Right.
We shouldn't see his
Corner
face
pocket.
either, So.
Just hear his voice coming about.
Boogie B, man, I didn't know you was a dad.
Yeah, man. I got 4 children.
You got 4 kids?
Yeah. My youngest is 18.
You ever talk about the
same
man?
here.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't got nothing to
that's
say.
what-
About it. I don't like kids, bro.
That's what.
I got 4 baby mamas. I ain't like kids. I still don't like
like,
kids.
I ain't
were
gonna make
absentee
them.
I
dad?
ain't like them when they was young. I don't like them when they old. I just be like, y'all just don't die. That's all I be trying to
Wait,
do with my
you
kids,
say your
bro.
youngest was 18?
Yeah, my youngest 18. She just graduated in New Orleans.
Congrats.
In May. yeah.
Congratulations.
So what's the age demographics for your kids?
18, 19, 22, 23.
Wow.
Yeah, that's like mine. I got 22, 23. Yeah.
This whole time, man.
I did not know you had
boy,
kids.
2
Will.
girls.
Four at that.
Right.
Grown.
I ain't
Can
got
vote.
no story because once they get grown, they be like,
All
"Man, I
his
don't
kids
need to
can
talk to
vote.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to talk to me no more.
Did you
know, when
raise
they
them
grown.
kids or did you just bounce?
I mean, Katrina happened, so we all ended up everywhere. But it was a more difficult thing than most fathers who got baby mom situations. But because one of my son was in Houston, one of them I didn't know where he was at the time. My daughter was in Dallas.
Oh, they
the
got-
other
they
one was
got
in New
sent away,
York.
too.
Everybody got
Everybody
sent
got
away. It was
dispersed.
nobody left in the
Yeah.
city. Like literally 600,000 people or 400,000 people was gone, to another city.
That's crazy.
And if you wasn't in the house when it happened with them, then you went your own way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I
Because
see what you're saying,
you don't know
yeah.
which way they went. You don't
Right.
know if
They just sticking you on
evacuated.
buses and stuff, saying we got to get you out
Yeah,
of
so
here.
some people evacuated. It was like, oh, I'm going over to my mom's grandmother. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So my kids went where they went with their moms. You know what I'm saying? And they ended up all over the damn place. So
They never came back to New Orleans?
no. One of them did. One did, and then one stayed in. 2 stayed in Houston.
Okay.
And then one in New York.
You still cool with the moms? Or you-
Oh yeah, I'm cool with all of them. I ain't never been on child support. I always had it, under control, even though
Yeah.
it was. But everybody understood that we was in a totally weird situation,
Yeah, I see,
for
yeah.
a good while. So it was more leeway given with my children.
Yeah.
you
I wonder
know,
if
it was
I would
more
wanna-
phone shit.
I was wondering if I would want to go back to New Orleans as well. It's like you said you didn't travel before.
Yeah, before
Katrina.
New Orleans, before Katrina, I never left New Orleans.
So it just gave you a whole new.
Yeah, I was just culture shocked out, like just
When you
going
left,
places,
yeah.
like wow, like even though you heard of these places in Houston, right across the street for real, it's like 4 hours away.
But you had never been there.
You know what I'm saying? Because what purpose would I have to go? You know what I'm saying?
Right. You ain't got no business there.
I ain't got no business there.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
So
I-
when you left New Orleans, you went where first?
Well, I started off getting evacuated to Washington, D.C.
Okay.
So when I got up there, I realized I had family up there that I had never met. So I was able to crash at one of my cousin's mom's house. This is my second cousin. My mom knew her. I never met her.
Yeah.
But she knew her, so she called her and. You know, but at first I had to go to the Stadium Armory where they had beds and
They gave you like a
shit.
check off the top, money off the top, or you had to like.
Oh man, I was getting money. I went to Red Cross. They had Red Cross stations set up where you
Yeah.
just come with your ID or no ID, and they'll just give you a card with $1,500 on it.
Oh.
So I was like, give me that. I
Yeah.
went and stopped in Mississippi, got that. Stopped in when I got to DC, got another 15.
Yeah.
And you know, you could literally go to any city and do this. So it was some people.
And you ain't have to
taking
prove you
advantage
was from
of
New
it.
Orleans. You just
Nah,
I lost my ID and it went in the water.
Yeah, you ain't have to have nothing.
That's
damn.
fortunate and unfortunate.
Yeah,
There's
and it was
some
homeless
with 8
people who
cards,
don't
like,
have this stuff too. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah, it was fortunate and unfortunate because some people was obviously taking advantage. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
So then when they came up and really needed it, like we ran out.
Yeah, we ran out because somebody got
Somebody had
30,000.
5 cars.
Somebody in a fur coat in the stadium.
Like, oh man, it's crazy, man. You should have pulled up, man. They got jewelry on.
Yeah, you was
Gold.
late.
You should have pulled up.
Yeah,
Showing the grill.
that line was outrageous too, boy.
So you were stacking chips on the card.
Yeah, I
So
was
you could
stacking
use that
chips on the
card
card.
anywhere.
It's tax free. You can use it anywhere, and you can
tax-free.
get another one if you run out. You can go to another Red Cross and get another one.
Yeah.
and until the FEMA checks start kicking in. And
You
then
get a
once the
FEMA check as well?
Yes, Lord.
And that's when you get the big bucks.
That's when the big bucks start rolling in.
Yeah,
Damn.
that FEMA check was love, baby. I had never had no money until then too.
Kids
That was
call
my
you, "I
first
found you, Daddy."
$10,000.
So the
My life.
FEMA check was how much?
10,000.
Okay.
Yeah, at 24, I was
Yeah.
like, yes.
Damn.
And I'm off the leash. I ain't got nobody trying to kill me.
Yeah.
No
Man.
baby mamas on me. They getting their own money.
Right.
I was like, I'm good. I was like, what is I'm gonna spend this
When's the first
on?
thing you bought?
I went to New York, went on Canal Street, bought everything fake.
Yeah.
Everything. I ain't even tried to buy nothing real. I just because they designer imposters in New York was impeccable.
Right.
I had never seen
It's fake in New York,
luggage
real
and watches
everywhere
and
else.
Right.
Jordans and they had like everything. Like we know fake purses,
Right.
But like fake J's. I ain't never heard of a such thing. I was
They
like,
look
nah,
legit?
They look legit. I ain't no Jordan buff. I don't know how to put the light on them and shit. If they look like J's, they J's.
Right.
And they got the logo. You check the inside, Nike. Okay, this one look like what we has. I was like, $35 a piece. Give me 6 of them. You know what I'm saying? Give me some watches. They had Cartier. They had all type of shit. It was good ones. I was like, these motherfuckers hitting. I was walking around D.C. looking like I had just stepped out the trap. I had a whole diamond necklace.
Yeah, he doing big.
Right.
Earrings.
Good.
I had it all, boy.
He doing
Because I was
big.
still
They're
living
Like,
like a
man,
New Orleans
Katrina
nigga,
did
you know
him
what I'm saying?
right.
I had the gold, the diamonds at the bottom of my teeth
Oh, you
and
was
shit.
acting up.
Oh yeah, I was cutting up. We was cutting up.
So when you
after
got the
Katrina.
FEMA check, you were living in D.C. still?
By the time it came, I was in Dallas.
Oh, you was
by
in
that
Dallas. So
time.
you made a trip to New York. You was like, yo, take
Yeah, I took the train
beeline
to New York.
to
DC. Yeah,
then-
I took the bus. I mean, the mega bus up to.
So you shopped in New York, went back down to D.C.
Went back down to DC, hung for about a couple months. I was like, let me go check on my kids.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was just up here living. I wasn't even thinking about going back. So I was like, let me go check on my kids. So I went to Houston, stayed there for like 6-8 months, make sure my kids was
Right.
getting acclimated, cool.
In the school and
everything was
everything,
going
right? Yeah.
Yeah. And then I had to go to Dallas to check on my other daughter and make sure she was getting cool. So I stayed there for like 6 months.
When you were staying in these cities, where was you staying?
FEMA was giving away places, you know what I'm saying? So
decent
I had
places?
a
You had a
free
place
place.
when you
Yeah,
went to
it was
these
like
places.
apartments. You know
Oh,
what
I
I'm
Oh, so
saying?
you got to
was
keep
on
your
the
money.
couch.
You got to
Man.
keep your money, and I thought they was giving you the money to go set yourself up for
They
rent.
are, but you know, you need more than 10,000 to set your
Yeah,
whole
fact.
life up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But-
After
they
the
was,
Jordans and shit,
Right.
what you gonna do? What you gonna
Right,
do?
even though I was wasteful with the
Right.
money, I came back to female after that first 10,000. I was like, do you guys happen to have any more 10,000?
His voice shaking.
I promise I could use this one to do something.
I'm gonna
So
do
when
right
you-
by this one.
Let's say when you go to, all right, so you went to Houston and they put you in a place.
Yeah, they have
When people
apartments,
put you in
they'll
a
pay
place,
for
do
a
you
year.
pay rent?
No, they pay for it for a year.
Oh, hell yeah.
So they just tell you
Oh,
where
they
to
pay
go.
for it for a year.
And they pay the rent for the year, and the electric, everything is included.
The
There's a
utilities?
bed in there,
Oh,
little couch in there. Yeah.
TV?
Yeah. No, it wasn't no TV. What's up, Chaz,
No TV.
brother?
What's
You're
up, man?
late.
You late, man.
You late.
Man,
You're late and you're
I like
hot.
the Detroit hat.
Are late.
You're late and you're hot.
How y'all start today?
On time.
We started before you got here.
Okay, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, we was up in here talking about New Orleans and everything.
Yo,
you
yeah.
missed it.
Start all over. Start from the
Nah,
beginning.
man,
Nah, we definitely won't be doing that.
This is the first time though I had a conversation with somebody that was actually
too.
in it.
Right.
So
Weird,
that's why
though.
I'm just
That's
like,
crazy.
yo, so they did what?
Yeah.
Like, I've never talked to somebody personally that I knew that was part of that
Yeah.
whole Katrina.
I never knew.
tragedy.
You know what? You don't know what you don't know. Like you don't know that people don't know what happened or what I saw.
Right, when
Yeah.
when
everybody think everybody's seen what you seen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
When
Until
we don't
they
be
ask you,
we
like,
watching from afar. We
what?
looking like, dang, that's bad.
Yeah.
I hope they okay. You know, but we
Yeah,
ain't
at the
really
time,
feeling
I
what
was
y'all going through.
good.
Yeah, I
though.
was not answering
For
calls.
older people, it probably was bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you was 40, 50, 60,
Like,
it was a
40 ain't
horrible
old.
adjustment to have
40's
to make.
kind of old, bro.
40 ain't old.
40's kind of.
I mean, older people.
Don't
At the
come in here
time, I
talking
was
like you been in.
24,
Right. Like, we
25.
don't ease into the
talking about, bro?
conversation.
Chime in, man. 40's kind of old, bro. Man, shut up, man.
What happened next, Boogie? After what was the
Real
difference
niggas is
between?
different, right?
Real smooth, huh?
Yeah, don't try to
Boy,
ease
they
it
don't
in
try
there.
to-
You are late.
Yeah, asshole. Tony is the most polite asshole. ever.
Try to ease in. Yeah, 'cause
Continue,
40,
Boogie. You were right in the middle of something very important.
You were saying. You were saying.
Dang, that's crazy. Though.
What did you lose, Boog?
Yeah,
that
it was
you,
a lot of stuff, man.
what
It
did
was
you
a lot of
lose
stuff
that
y'all
you
don't
couldn't
know.
get back, like super important? And you're like, damn, I lost that.
Man, I lost a lot, like my pictures and stuff. I really wanted my like all kid pictures. Like I don't have hardly no pictures of me when I was a baby no more.
damn.
You know what I'm saying? So like those things, you'll never be a baby again, and don't nobody have it.
Book-
except your
books
And
and
mom.
that was before everybody had a cell phone.
Yeah,
picture and
exactly.
shit.
So it wasn't online. A lot of those
Yeah.
things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
All
you
your
had
little-
stuff
all your
from
little
when you was a
books
kid,
and all that
all
stuff.
your little stuff you
Yeah.
was saving to pass on to your kids.
Yeah.
But,
But
now
I had
you
a lot
get
of
to lie
bullshit,
about
too.
a lot of that shit and be like, I was a basketball star.
Y'all would never know that.
Right.
So when you got displaced, what did you take with you?
Oh,
from,
man.
from your crib.
I didn't really get displaced. I packed like I was going to Vegas. I was like,
your
this
crib,
weekend.
Your crib
Oh,
was
we out
intact still.
Yeah, my career was intact. But I didn't leave. I didn't like evacuate. Like I waited until it was like, oh shit. But then I was just throwing stuff in the bag, like, oh shit, I know I might hit a club. I know I might hit
Disco
you know what I'm
with
saying?
this.
So I'm throwing shorts.
So you was just going on
I
you was going on
ain't-
vacation,
I had the PlayStation.
How old were you,
you know what I'm
Vic?
saying? I was 24. It was 25 at the
Yeah.
time. 24 or 5 at the time. So I'm packing like I'm going on a weekend from New
Hilarious.
Orleans. I'm not knowing. Nobody knew that
the
New Orleans was going to
ramifications,
be
yeah.
no more. Like we thought we was just gonna go evacuate,
Come
right
back,
back.
yeah.
Shit gonna be cool. You gonna be, everything gonna be intact.
Right.
But then he was like, oh damn, I wish I would have known I was gonna be gone so long.
Did your place get flooded out?
Nah, I was on the second floor. I had a townhouse at the time.
Oh, you coulda
I had a
stayed.
townhouse apartment. I could have stayed, but the first floor has six and like 3/4,
Oh,
6
shit.
feet and 3/4
yeah, you
inches.
had to go
floor.
downstairs at one point.
Ocean
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, so they had to gut the first floor By the time I got back, I couldn't even get in because they took the door off my apartment and put a new door on it. By the time I made it back to the city,
Your stuff was still in
changed
there?
the locks. My stuff still in there. Blinds still open. I'm looking like, yo, all my shit in there.
Your stuff was looking back at you through the blinds like.
I was like,
You
I was
left
like,
us.
I need this stuff. They was like, nah, you got to go to the leasing office. So we go to the leasing office. They was like, nah, we can't let you in.
What?
Why?
Let me
They
get my
was like,
stuff.
it could be soft because they gutted the first floor from the water damage.
Cave in.
And they was like, if it cave in, we liable, and this is actually our property anyway. So you will never be getting none of this back.
Never?
No, you
Oh,
ain't
so
never
they came
getting none
up
of that.
off a bunch of
they
people's
covered all
stuff.
that shit.
Damn.
They looted themselves.
Never
They
let
were,
me
they
in,
were trying to get their money back.
That's a cold game on the never.
It's in your lease. If y'all look in your leases, if any natural disaster happens that's out of both parties' control, it relinquishes responsibility on both ends. So that's no longer your shit. That's their shit, and all of it in there. They have the right to not let you in there.
I bet you if
But
you
they
owed
also
rent,
could let you in there.
But they also could if it wasn't, a hazard. I guess.
I'm not
like
mad
that.
at them for being like, the whole thing of caving.
But I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah,
bro,
I'm
my
not mad.
couch.
I
is
get
in
that.
there,
Back
though.
when it's
I'm
secure.
looking at my
looking at
couch,
heavy
my
shit
chair,
all in
I'm
his
looking
house,
at
like-
all my furniture still like I left it.
When you get it
Like, that shit
solidified,
ain't
right
fall
in there.
through.
Your half-lit blunts.
Right.
Right, I got all type of bullshit.
What about
in there.
what if you got expensive stuff, paintings,
That's what I'm
books,
saying.
stuff like
Yeah,
that?
the basket out
Yeah,
there.
but if you got Audible, you ain't worried about your books.
No,
You know why you ain't worried about your books?
You did.
Because Audible offers an incredible selection of audiobooks across every genre, from bestsellers and new releases to celebrity memoirs, mysteries and thrillers, motivation, wellness, business, and plenty more. You discover exclusive Audible originals from top celebrities, renowned experts, and exciting new voices in audio. You don't even need no books with Audible. With Audible. You just got it all in one shebang. As an Audible member, you can choose one title a month to keep from their entire catalog, including the latest bestsellers and new releases. Also, Audible members get access to growing selections of audiobooks, Audible originals, and podcasts that are included with memberships, so you can listen and you will get more added every month. Let Audible help you discover new ways to laugh, be inspired, or entertained. New members can try it for 30 days. Visit audible.com/issues or text issues 500-500. That's audible.com/issues or text issues to 500-500 to try Audible free for 30 days. Audible.com/issues. You gotta be a goddamn fool not to take that deal.
Audible's great, but DC's read is probably the worst Audible read we've had.
He just got
I
here.
think
He
so.
just got here.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
He didn't see the lenses, DC.
You want to
The lenses is here
redo it,
today.
late guy?
Wow.
DC stole that one from me. stole my Audible read. Probably the worst read I've
that's
heard.
why-
Yeah,
that's why he-
That's his favorite
That's
one. That's his
why.
go-to.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, DC, you dirty bastard! You know Audible's mine, my boo."
My bad, bro. You right.
You gotta be quicker than that, Chad.
Bad.
Gotta be quick on your feet and not late.
What you mean,
Yeah,
man?
Audible
I'm
got a
only
lot on
22
there.
minutes late.
I like Audible, bro,
Audible
because
got
I
a lot
can't
of
stand reading, bro. I can't stand reading. I'm that nigga Chris Rock was talking about.
just-
Niggas hate books. I'm that nigga.
Reading puts me to
hate
sleep.
book, bro.
wanna catch a good
I
Yeah.
like being read too.
Being read too,
yeah,
great.
being
They
read
drive.
too. Yes,
I want to be
don't
sitting
wanna
on your
have to
lap
read
if I'm
it.
gonna be read to. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be posted up right there.
You saying
I
it's
like
not enough of them
audio.
just doing it from a
Yeah,
distance?
man, I gotta be sitting in your lap, nestled, and looking at the pages as you read to me.
Nah, you get by the fireplace. It's old school. I was like, oh, that's why they be by the fireplace reading.
Yeah,
You
man.
get a little crackling.
It's a good time.
I like the Audible though. I like the Audible book.
I don't understand
can't
people
read
like, I just need to feel the book. I just need
Yeah, I
it.
can't.
This is the 1800s, bro.
Some people like.
Some people
feeling
are like that,
book.
though.
I just
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
feel that page.
You know what?
like
Go
the book.
grab some paper, rub it in this hand while you listen.
Cause I gotta admit, when I read a comic book on my phone, it don't hit the same as when I used to just do it like that. It don't hit the same.
You trying so hard not to tear the page.
Yeah, man, it's a different vibe.
Yeah.
I'm more into a book when I'm reading it when the
Yeah,
book's in my
holding
hand.
it.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I am not.
For sure.
I get bored as hell. Smell like book. You know that book smell? That book smell put me to sleep.
Oh
Like, it
man,
smell
the
like
words put me to sleep. All the descriptions, and then they setting up the whole aesthetic, and then the earth was soft but yet firm at the same time.
So,
the winds rustle through the
so
treetops.
technically, listening is not reading a book.
Sure it is.
It is not. No, it's listening to a book.
But you
It's
still
listening.
get the same visuals and stuff as if you were
Exactly.
reading.
Way
Nah,
better.
man, look out, man. Because
Right.
reading, you got to put the work in.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the
And you're learning words and
Eyeball, ocular.
Your eyeball going back and forth.
Shit. You're pointing at
You are
it.
actively
You know what I'm saying?
reading the stuff.
Have you ever read a book though, and then be like, "Damn, how did I get over here?" Because you just kind of pass it by. You know, you be reading like
all the
Go
time.
through.
You
I gotta
have-
go back.
Yeah, you have to go back.
It's the same thing in Audible. You be like, "Damn, I was drifting off of my own
Yeah,
mind."
yeah,
I gotta-
That's
yeah,
because
yeah,
you're
yeah,
doing
something.
more because you're focused on other stuff while you're listening
It's
to
the exact same thing. You've done it when you read books. You've been like, I wasn't even paying attention. Let me go back.
Yeah.
Would
But
you
that's
call
a-
it ghost
that's
reading?
purely
Ghost
mental,
reading.
though.
But it's the same thing because in
Yeah.
Audible or anything, when I'm listening to, I'll be like, nah, I'll space out because it'll make you think about stuff.
Yeah.
And then you're like, God, let me go back and it's just a different.
Because you get more distractions with Audible.
Easily.
Like with Audible, if you listening to a book and somebody just talking, your kid is walking in talking to you, you doing other things, you feeding the cats, you doing all this other shit. When you read a book, you're not doing all that extra shit.
Oh, that shit still happens to you.
I'm sitting in the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in the
That's thing is
sauna
coming to
listening
you.
to
Your kid ain't
books.
coming up to you while you're reading a book. Hey, Dad, you
But
see me
then, but you
reading
can't,
this book.
you can't
Let's
still
have
read
room.
and talk to your kid though, and look at your kid. You gotta be like, oh yeah.
Oh,
put that down.
Audible's got this cool thing. It's called a pause button. You press it, and then like everything stops. It's
No, I'm
crazy.
saying you can do that, but
You like click.
if
It's
it
the same
keeps
as having a
running,
bookmark.
the story goes on. What I'm saying, the story continues on Audible. When you're reading a book, the story stops until you can pay attention.
Until you go back to the
Audible is
book.
gonna keep playing while you're doing other shit unless you pause it.
Okay.
That's the difference.
Is new kids still reading books like we was, hard books, or
Yeah,
they
they
doing
make
everything
them.
online too?
They make them read the hard
they
books.
reading the hard
Yeah,
books?
they idiots.
Damn.
Because my kid be coming home with books. I'm like, why didn't they just email you it?
Right. That's what I'm
Now I
saying.
got to
What
worry
would be
about getting the
point?
book back.
Because they want you to buy them hard books.
Right.
We almost went through that on graduation. I had to get a book back, or else they wasn't gonna give him his diploma. And I was like, why didn't they just email you this?
Hey, he don't need
Right.
that diploma no way, man. Because you can still graduate without getting your actual diploma.
They give you 2 diplomas. They got the dumb kid diploma and the one you go to college.
What's the dumb kick diploma?
Just get out of school. Don't come in here no more.
Oh my god.
That's the one I got.
That's what I lost too at Katrina. I lost my diploma,
Oh,
bro.
snap. Well,
I was
man,
like,
I don't know what
damn,
my
I would
diploma
like
is.
to have my old.
tell you, but I was
just
valedictorian,
show
baby.
people
Right.
I did it. Man. I did do it.
I've never. Did you ever have to use your diploma for anything?
Hell
Do
no.
To get jobs.
I had
When
to
was
use it
in
one
the-
You had to
Yeah,
show
I'm
somebody your
for it.
diploma?
Well, I had
Yeah.
to prove that
I
I
had to
graduated.
copy
Yeah.
Not the actual diploma
They
itself,
never
but
asked to see it. at
they just
job.
want to know.
Put
if
like
you
this, I
graduated
was
high
ready
school.
for if they did ask.
Yeah, I had it.
Yeah.
Scan your diploma so we know the shit
Right.
is real.
I've never once
I
had
checked.
to
I
show
checked the
proof.
box. I got
Yeah.
my high school diploma.
never
Because
said
at Dairy
yeah.
Queen,
Yeah.
like, yo, you ain't got no diploma, man. Get your ass
Right.
out of here. So,
I'm like, how bad and how dumb do you have to look for someone to say, hey, man, bring me in your diploma?
yeah.
When they don't believe
fucking
you.
up in
When they don't
here.
believe
I
you.
need to see this. Who passed you?
No.
People be lying, man.
Oh,
You ain't
yeah.
graduate.
Wait, was there a system to check that online or something where you could check if people
it's
had a
just
diploma,
trial.
even when we was checking the apps?
I lied.
So
all
we
the
could have
time.
lied.
Yeah,
We
you just
didn't
put
have
your
a
name
diploma
over someone
and we
else's
coulda
name
checked.
and photocopy it. Take
I
that
lied
shit
about
in.
college degrees. You don't do that?
Oh, no, I never lied about
Nah,
that.
you
I was
just-
always
I got
saying
mine.
they was
Wrong
going
with
to find
you,
me out.
Chaz.
If somebody would have been like, well, let me see, I just didn't get that job. That'd just be a rap. But no one's ever been like, Corey, can you send us your transcripts? I've never once got that.
But they probably only ask if you start causing trouble when they looking for a way to fire you. And they like, well, prove to us that you graduated college. Yeah.
Hippie Gold says there are systems to confirm.
Oh, it is.
Oh, hippie.
Okay, hippie.
But do they
Happy
ever
birthday,
What's up,
hippie.
Hippie? Happy birthday, Hippie.
I don't know. They may.
I've never heard anybody.
I feel
man,
like they
check
probably
this.
do
Happy
confirm
birthday.
your college education depending on the job.
They'll call the school
I'm
on
sure
your
they ain't
ass.
just
Yeah.
taking
Right.
your word for it.
Oh, hell no.
Like a good ass job, they ain't gonna be like, oh, you graduated.
Yeah.
They gonna check that.
They gonna
shit.
check the math.
Usually
Yeah.
they hire you if they went to that school. That's when they be like, "Oh, so you went to Syracuse? You been
Yeah.
to the old coffee shop?"
Yeah,
They catch you
yeah,
right there.
Catch you right there.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
Professor?
He had that name. Smith.
Ogilvy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnson, yeah.
But honestly, I don't really know nothing about this life in terms of applying for a job where they really wanted your college education because I never really applied.
How many jobs you
type of
had, bro?
jobs?
I've had like, I worked at McDonald's, Dairy
Oh,
Queen.
yeah, substantial.
Stomp some spinach. I worked at this grocery store. I worked at Best Buy. I worked at Hastings.
That's how I got my job.
Wait, what's
at-
Hastings?
Hastings is like Best Buy, pretty much.
Okay.
Oh, the East Coast?
It's gone.
Or,
I was in New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
It's gone.
I worked at this place where I worked with the mentally disabled on vocational skills.
And you ain't have to put your college shit on for that one.
I didn't have any degrees when I applied, so I just had. I told them some college, high school graduate, some college. You know,
And they trust you with special needs kids?
No, these were
Right.
adults.
Oh,
Well, the special needs adults?
Yeah, man, you ain't have to have no college
Right.
degree for that job.
What he gonna need to,
Yeah.
to deliver them the right message?
Basically, I was just like,
Like-
babysitting them in a
Right.
sense.
Yeah, you just
I
watch
wasn't
it.
administering
Right.
meds or anything like that.
Yeah.
So,
Like this here. Hey, watch out.
Yeah, that's a line, Mr. Banker. What are you gonna
Watch
do?
out, man.
man, they
Y'all
got,
stop fighting. Break it up.
they got on my
over
nerves,
there.
though, boy.
Yeah, that's a hard job,
Mentally
though.
disabled,
That
will get
home
on your
health shit.
nerves.
Oh,
Did they ever try to jump on you? Attack you?
All the ones that they say got physical never got physical with me. There was a few that was like, yo, man, you better watch out. Always, because it was like one guy, his right arm was like big as hell. Like, you know, it was like huge, and he had a huge hand. He was knocking out employees.
Like Hellboy.
Like he would just get pissed off and just be like, man, yeah, it was like Hellboy.
Like Hellboy.
And so whenever I worked with him, I stood close to that arm. I was like right here, so he couldn't, even if he hit me, he couldn't get the good leverage.
He couldn't wind up.
He couldn't put his full body. If I'm on the other side, wow, I'm like, stuck.
You get the little left hand.
So yeah, so whenever I work with him, I stay close to that arm. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But he never got violent with me. And I would read like irritation level.
Right.
The one I mainly worked with though, he was nonverbal. He would just grab me up all the time, and it was just annoying, man. Because
Grab you up and just like
he'd be grabbing and like, cause his vision was bad too, so he would just be grabbing me all rough.
Yeah.
And then he would dig in his mouth, and then he would try to grab, and that was like, so I'm like wrestling with him because he coming in with the slobbery hand. I'll never forget this one time we had to take him to the doctor that was two hours away. So it was me and him in the back seat. And he would bang his head on stuff too. And so I'm making sure he don't bang his head on the window. Yeah. So I'm back there just wrestling him for 2 hours. Just like there and back. And then he in his mouth, and then he reaching for me, and then I'm holding his hand off, and I'm just like, man, hurry up, man. Put your foot on the gas. But then he would take his shorts off and come in bottomless. I just be like, man, come on, man. Put your shorts
I
back
feel
on.
that. That's Pooh
He would
Bear.
just come in Pooh style.
Pooh
I was just
style.
like, bro, man. I was doing a lot of stuff I never thought I would be capable of doing, though. I wiped his butt. Grown man butts. I was just in there. Just like,
Oh, yo, that you
how
got down.
old were you when you did that?
I was, this was,
Were you grown?
yeah, this was after high school. So I would say I was probably
my
like,
bad. About to wiping the butt.
when I started there, I was probably like 20.
Okay.
And then I went to college, and then I came back to Clovis, and then I worked there again for like the summer.
How old was he?
He was grown. He was like, at that time, he was like late 30s, early
Oh,
40s.
you that really
He
grown,
was
man.
he was just lower functioning, so he needed a lot, you know.
How often did you
done
have to
for him.
wipe his butt?
Just whenever he took a dump.
Oh, you was
man.
consistently doing
Yeah,
it.
because I was there with him, so I would go back there and check on him, and he'd be on the toilet, and I'd just be like, damn.
That will raise a kid's maturity level.
Yeah, hell.
Oh, you grown, Tony. You really grown.
Yeah.
I was surprised I was able to do that. I was like, man, I ain't wiping no butts. Cut to me like,
The first week,
Wipe
I'm
his
be
butts.
giggling. I'm getting fired.
You needed that money. Yeah.
yeah, it was just, you know.
I might have been like,
Because
hey,
I
these are
looked
the
at him,
jobs out here.
I
As a
looked at him
baby,
like
kinda,
a child.
as a child,
Even though he's
yeah.
a grown man, but I knew he needed me. So I was able to turn off any type of reservations and just be like,
He knew how
Just get the
to
job
use the
done.
restroom. Like, I mean, he knew when it was time to use the restroom
yeah,
and all
he
that.
would just be sitting there. And yeah, I'd go in there, he'd be on the toilet, and I'd be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'd throw him in the shower, you know, scrubbing his butt cheeks, all up in there, man.
Yeah, get
You gotta get in there.
You gotta get in that crevice. You gotta get in that
make sure
crevice,
it's
bud.
clean, man. I was all in there.
Yeah.
What's easier, dealing with a child or an adult? Kids be wild.
I feel like it's easier for me on the adult side because I can get rougher with you if you're an adult.
Ah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can get more stern and not feel as guilty if you're
Right.
an adult. Even with the mental disability, I can still just be like,
you know you're not wiping too hard.
Was it hand to butt, or did you put their hand with the tissue in their hand and move their
I'd
hand
have
like,
been like, look,
go
now
ahead?
wipe your own hands, man.
Okay.
Let me wrap your hand
You
up.
wasn't gonna do it.
Wipe it for yourself.
No,
man.
I would've
I'd
had me
rather
hold
do
your
it good
wrist.
than have him
Yeah,
walk
me
around
hold your
smelling.
wrist.
Yeah, I couldn't have him walking around.
I'd rather
He been scratching his
White
ass.
cheese.
That's how you know
all
Tony
time.
really got a good heart, bro. Everybody ain't cut out for that. So shout out to all the
For real.
healthcare workers and
yeah,
all those
that's-
people. They had that
Right.
switch in them.
They could just do
I
it.
just don't have it. Like even if it's my mom, my kids, I'm grossed out every time. Everybody, I'm disgusted, and I don't want to do it. Even if you paid me, the only way I do it if I love you, and it's my responsibility.
If one of y'all threw up in
You know
here,
what
I'm
I'm
gonna be like, ah!
I'm gonna throw
run
up
out.
too. Oh!
Yeah, I'm out of here.
We all throwing up.
You just ain't coming back in the room.
Everybody,
coming back in
that's a
There's-
special skill.
There's a time I probably would have said adults, but thanks to Higher Health, it makes it a lot easier to get the kids nice and healthy.
See, the
If you guys
setup.
haven't done Higher Health, it is a kid-friendly vitamin one-stop shop. Typical children's vitamins are basically candy in disguise, filled with teaspoons of sugar and healthy chemicals and other gummy junk growing, which we all have known. We've had those gummy, sugary vitamins for the longest.
But
That's why
not
Higher was
Higher.
created. HIYA. The pediatrician-approved superpowered chewable vitamin. While most children's vitamins are filled with 5 grams of sugar and can contribute variety of health issues, High is made with 0 sugar, 0 gummy junk, yet it tastes great and it's perfect for picky eaters.
Say what?
My daughter loves them. Which I was like, hey, only one.
Yeah, you were showing me that video earlier. That was crazy.
Only one, kid. Higher fills in the most common gaps in modern children's diets to provide the full body nourishment our kids need with the yummy taste they love. Formulated with help of nutritional experts, High is pressed with a blend of 12 organic fruits and veggies, supercharged with 15 essential vitamins and minerals, including vitamin D, B12, C, zinc, folate. B12 is underappreciated. It's really underrated, man. Have you done one of those B12 butt shots? I tell you guys about that?
No.
Oh, man.
You
feel,
be getting?
Yeah, you feel brand new after the B12 butt shot.
So when you get B12, you feel the energy right away?
After a little bit, I'll be just like, man, I feel it's a much better.
Why
like,
is it going? Why is
energy
it for your
level.
ass? Why
I
I
don't
can't
know
put
why
in
they
your
do it in the butt.
why can't
I was
put
like,
in
are there any other
your wrist
this
or
dude
your vein?
B12?
So you gotta expose the cheek.
You guys supposed to cheat?
I never understood
How
why
often
they
is
did
it,
anything
though?
in your
I only did
ass.
it twice,
Why?
but it was like every now and then.
How often is it recommended to get a B12?
Oh, I don't know. I
But
didn't ask
B12
that.
is good to take,
Yeah.
I think, like 4 times a week.
Oh, that's a
It helps
lot.
cleanse
Yeah,
the
I don't think
blood.
you have to do the butt every 4 times a week.
Yeah,
but
no.
the
You
pills.
don't ever have to do the butt.
Because I was like, you guys want to do the arm? He was like, right in your cakes. Bend it over.
Because I remember Sabrina got a B12 shot one time. She's like, man, I feel great. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
No, you feel much better. Back to Haya. Haya is designed for kids of all ages and straight to your door, so parents have, which is a great thing, man. Came right to me. Talk about your personal. We've worked out a special deal with Haya for their best-selling children's vitamin. Receive 50% off your first order. To claim, you must go to hiyahealth.com/issues. That's HIYAHEALTH.com/issues and get your kids the full body nourishment they need to grow into healthy adults. That's Haya Health.
How's your
goddamn
relationship with your
fool.
kids now?
Oh, my relationship with them is good. Like
Yeah.
they are, they just doing their own things. You know what I mean? They know what I'm doing. They watch what I'm doing. When I come to town doing shows, they come support, and it's good. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could do more for them, but it's mostly financial needs now.
Yeah.
And when they get to a certain age, it's
Right.
no longer they need you for love. They need you for money.
Yeah.
Do you have it? And I'm like,
Do you have it?
I gotta call somebody. Let me make some calls. You know what I'm saying?
How are you kids now?
Yeah, grown.
He already
Oh, we
did
already
this shit.
established this,
we
Chaz.
covered
Hey
this.
man, I'm a big fan of Boogie B's roast. Boogie B's roast. Your roast.
Well, let me stretch you out.
Let me stretch you out real
Let
quick.
me stretch you out right fast.
I'll tell you my
Yeah.
favorite one you did. One was the one you was talking about Gayle King. And you said, you and Oprah run them 2 stinking cats together? Bro, that had me dying for weeks,
I
bro.
tell you, because I always felt like Oprah and Gayle was gay. I always felt like that. I mean, it's probably they blackballed me, but I don't give a damn. Y'all rubbing them cats together. I know y'all is.
Rubbing them
Ain't no
cats
way 2
together.
women like that ain't never had no
Boogie,
dudes that we
you can't
know
be
of.
saying
Do
that.
women
Stedman
really be
is a
rubbing the
beard.
cats together?
Yeah, they do. They scissor them joints together.
Gay
Maybe I
women.
haven't made enough money to want to buy my friend as much as she.
Yeah,
bought
she
Gayle.
giving her everything, taking care of her. She Oprah.
That's a good friend.
If you're a
That's
billionaire,
dating
you be
Gayle.
buying your. If you're
when
a
you a
billionaire,
billionaire, you just be looking for money
Well, who
to
is
give.
Gayle Man? I'll wait.
Mr.
Gail was
King.
married at one point.
Mr. King.
Gail was
Dr.
married.
King.
Yeah, Gail was married before. She got
Oprah,
kids.
who's Oprah man?
Oh, Gail got
Stedman.
Don't say
kids.
Stedman. Stedman is a beard. Stedman don't
Stedman.
live in the house with Oprah. He be living in another house.
He don't.
That's
Nah.
because
When
she
you're
don't
a
want.
billionaire, you need your own space.
Besides that, if he lived with her, then
Wait, you telling me-
he'd be entitled to her money.
Yeah.
So Stedman and Oprah ain't never had no
Stedman-
interactions. You don't think sexual
They
interactions?
may have.
Oh yeah,
but
for sure.
Yeah.
man.
She experimented once or twice.
Yeah, but it ain't like you'll never see them like love each other. And
You don't
she's
never
too
see Oprah with
big.
nobody.
You don't see
That's,
any billionaires
that's my
loving
point
nobody.
exactly.
I don't be seeing nobody loving
But
nobody.
don't you?
see
But don't you think at Oprah's
Women-
level, she wouldn't be afraid to come out?
At every level, though, she wasn't always Oprah that we know now. But at no level is there a picture of Oprah lovingly looking at a man.
Lovingly
Like
looking
no,
at her.
like every woman, like women do that publicly.
The messed up part is I
especially
can't think of a
when they
picture of her.
celebrity. Cause you won't. Cause I've been researching this
I
for
saw
years.
her-
I've
I
been
saw her
waiting
looking
for this.
lovingly at Danny Glover and Beloved.
And when she cared about Hoppo, when she cared about
Told
Hoppo,
Harpo
she
to
gave.
beat me.
When she had the wonky eye,
That was the best acting.
that
too.
was love. That was love.
Hey,
Look
Oprah
at
be
that
acting her ass
wonky
off,
eye.
bro.
She got an Oscar nomination out the gate for that joint.
Yeah, exactly.
Color
Oprah
Purple?
was a great
Yeah.
actor.
Yeah,
She was great in
fought,
that.
she fought a nigga in the streets. That she
Yeah.
won that Oscar.
She was
fair and
great in
square.
that, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if they, but I want to know in the gay community, y'all be really rubbing together like that.
Yeah, they be rubbing them coochies together for sure.
Is that a
What is that? Is that like-
anybody
Yeah.
in the Chatsworth is
I've
women
heard
on
the same
women?
from
Humping or
from
just
lesbians.
rubbing them
They
together?
Rubbing
smash
them together
them
to
together
scissor.
and just
It's
rub
called
them on
scissoring.
each
Yeah, they
other.
bounce clicks, yo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bang bang on them. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing
But
wrong with
I
that.
do feel like Oprah would have came out already if that was the case.
Nah,
Because I feel like she wouldn't lose nothing if she did.
She wouldn't. But
That's what I'm
why
saying. Oprah
is
could be the
anybody in
leader.
closet?
She'd be queen of the,
Of
she'd be queen of
the-
the gays if she did.
Right, she'd be the queen.
Yeah, but why
But
is anybody in the closet? Because everybody would do better if they came out and said it was
But
gay.
also,
But
Oprah's
Family.
so big, she doesn't want to be compartmentalized.
exactly.
Because then she'll be gay Oprah instead of just Oprah everywhere.
Right.
But I don't
But she
know
been
if
everything
she-
but gay Oprah. It's time to
Right, she's had a
Put
good
that cape
run
on.
of being
But
nobody-
Oprah
abroad.
is 60 something. Maybe
Nobody's
older than
really known
60 something.
anything
How
about
old
her
is
personal life.
She in her 60s. What good is her coming out now? Like she
Oh,
ain't
she
really
would. That
just-
would cause a
That's
frenzy.
a whole
They
other
would
bag,
be-
bro.
Yeah.
That's a whole separate
But
bag.
she ain't really having
no.
like gay sex that
We
much.
don't
probably
know.
at this
Oprah might
age.
have Shamar Moore, Trey Songz, all of them coming through and just hitting them.
We would have found
She
out.
could
get
have
out.
a roster.
She would have.
she got
found
enough to
out
pay
if
them.
somebody had sex with Oprah. Fellas, if
no,
y'all
Boogie,
watch
Oprah,
talent,
Boogie,
please,
if
hold on.
Oprah told you
Somebody
to,
can buy
if
your
Oprah told you
corporation.
to keep your mouth shut, don't say nothing.
You got a
and she
price.
giving you a check every month. You gonna keep your mouth shut?
yeah, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
You goddamn right.
But,
He just wanted to go on the record.
but at some point,
They
my
ain't got
bag
Oprah
gonna
money.
be up. At some point, my bag gonna be up, and then I can just get more money by saying I had sex with Oprah.
Her bag is unlimited.
Yeah, but my bag will be up
she
at
can
some
keep
point
you
if she
like
kept breaking me
Now if you
off.
keep laying it
and then I
down.
could just come on out like, you know what, Oprah been doing me wrong, keeping me a secret. Ain't let nobody know I've been tapping
gonna
that
hit
ass
Oprah
since
with that August
1992.
Alsina?
We gonna be in here like I don't believe him.
Yeah, nobody will believe. No man has had sex with Oprah. No man.
She's Michael
Challenge any
Jackson.
man to come out.
People didn't believe when women were saying they were sleeping with Michael
I
Jackson.
challenge any man to come out and say you had sex with Oprah.
Well, they got an NDA. They
I don't
gotta
even
sign.
think
So-
so. Yeah, they
got-
so you can't just smash Oprah and just be she be making you sign that.
Oprah
NDA.
wasn't always Oprah though. Ain't nobody smashed Oprah in '89.
I'm
90s.
sure a lot of people
When
did.
Cash Money
Don't
took
lie,
over
don't
nothing.
tell, man.
I'm sure a lot of people were in the club with Polaroids of Oprah, like, look what I
Like
was
it's dick too.
If I
look what I-
smashed Oprah back in the day, I wouldn't tell the public.
You wouldn't?
No,
I would
I
definitely tell the public.
Why wouldn't you tell nobody?
Why would I?
Why not?
Cause it's
I
Oprah.
just wouldn't. It'd be like I don't tell people the women I've been with. That's just corny.
That too. And I don't want to be like,
That's
yeah, I
just
smoked
corny.
with I
You know I
smashed the
can
broke
get that.
Oprah, not the rich Oprah.
Close friends,
I had it
sure.
back.
Right. I had
Oh, I
it
was definitely
before
talking about
she
Rich
got
Oprah.
on.
That's
Yeah, I don't
corny.
want her before she got on.
No.
But why
If
you don't
I
want her
had
before she
Oprah
got
before
on?
she got on, I'm telling everybody like, yo, she
Nah,
played
man.
me, yo.
I did that.
She knew she was getting that money. She didn't give me nothing.
This dick made her
She didn't
famous.
have it.
We
at
were
that
laying in
time.
bed. I told her to do that talk show. I said, take the job. And that was all me.
Get off the
I'm telling somebody if I smashed Oprah before Oprah
I would
was
tell
Oprah.
close friends though, but I just wouldn't tell the public. I
Oh,
wouldn't
well,
be
if
like,
you told close friends, it's gonna get out.
Yeah, and then we tell the
Somebody
public.
gonna be
not
like,
the,
yeah,
not
yeah,
the
yeah.
homies.
Nah, if you told me, I wouldn't believe you too. I'd be like, why'd you ever have it at a show?
Right.
I'm with Boogie making that book.
I'm telling I had sex with
Now,
her.
now
I'm
make
telling
it
mine.
Oprah is that is an
tell-all.
accomplishment.
That's
tell
the
all.
biggest accomplishment.
that's a
Ain't
trophy
no
piece.
other
You know, I took Oprah
accomplishment.
Yeah, that's a trophy.
I don't want to be that guy though.
And what would be harmful? Like she wasn't married at the time. It was a long time ago. What would it hurt for me to be
I would
like,
come
yeah,
over
me
while
and
Stedman
Oprah
left
had a
for work.
relationship?
Now, if Oprah was like, I smashed Tony, then I'd be like, well, all right, since you brought it
Since
up,
you,
I used Blue Chew when we did it.
oh, okay.
Guys, it's time to bring that summer heat into the bedroom, man. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable tablets and at a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part? It's all done online. So no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Because people be in your business at the pharmacy.
Peeking over your shoulder.
They be listening, they be ear hustling, they be watching. Oh, you getting that Blue Chew, young man? You shut your ass up. Mildred,
Shut up, Mildred.
before you get this Blue Chew work. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package. With Blue Chew, men everywhere are excited to see the postman because when your package has arrived, your package has arrived. They always say first impressions are important. What about lasting impressions? And I want to say this to women, man. Give a guy a second chance if the first time was subpar, man.
Man, stop. Who are you reaching out to right
You know what
now?
I'm saying? My virginity loss was whack.
Oh, that was terrible.
Women don't be giving second chances on the
Sometimes
whack
you be excited,
performances,
man. It's a lot to go
Exactly,
through.
man. Let me re-up. You know what I'm saying? Because we would give y'all second chances if y'all was whack. And
Not
some
a
of y'all be
problem.
whack.
She might have had an off
Yeah,
day.
but we're men, so is it really whack?
It depends on the style of whackness.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Some women are just whack. They just be laying there.
A
You just
bad
be like,
smell would be like.
Hey, a good lay in there could be
The
something.
bad smell.
good
bad
laying
smell
there.
be
That's
like.
the only
The
way.
smell
Yeah.
is definitely, you know.
Right.
But how do you convey that?
Ew.
No, I
I didn't even
I just let it
with the
slide.
waft.
You just
The
let it
one-
slide.
The
Take
one
it.
real time it happened to me, I didn't even say nothing to the girl. She would never know to this day
Yeah, you don't-
that thing was rancid.
You just,
and I knew it when I walked in the room. I ain't even hit it. I went in the bathroom. We came to the crib. She went in the room. We already knew what it was. She jumped straight in the bed. I was like, yo, let me hit the bathroom real quick.
You
She
did the bird
took
bath
all
in
her
there?
clothes off. I knew I had to scrub up a little. I had been
bird bath.
hooping.
Yeah.
So I bubbed up, came in there. I'm ready. I'm rocked up, ready. And when I came in the room, I was like, did I leave a gym? Is my hooping bag in here or something? I smelled something weird. As soon as I walked in my room, you know how your room smells.
Right.
So I was like, nah, this ain't. But I was like, nah, let me just hurry up and get this cat real quick. Hurry up. And I was like, it's frowsy in here. I wonder if she smelled it. I was like, I wonder if she smelled it. I was getting embarrassed in my mind. Like, damn, I got the girl over here. My room ain't clean and shit. And she whooped back and when I whooped back the covers, I was like,
Fresh
Surprise!
and she was naked already, and her body was crazy. I was
the
like,
inside
"Man,
was
you
crazy,
know
too.
you a dead, dirty heifer.
But
Why
you
your
never
cat
said
smell like
nothing to her. You just let
Nah, I
it go.
act
you
like my
complete the
mom
task?
hit me. Nah, I just act like my mom hit me. I was like, I was like,
you
hold
dipped
up.
out.
Nah, I did. I went back into the bathroom. I was like, oh, when I pulled the cover back, I was like, ooh, but I was like, ooh, but she thought I was looking at her body like, ooh, but I was like, hold up, I gotta go back. Hold up, I went back to the bathroom, and I was like, shit. I was like. I called my mom's. I was like, Mom, call right back. call the house phone. She called the house phone. Like, I hurry up and went back in there.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, you ready for this work? I can smell it bad now. It's the whole room lit. I'm like, yo, this is too crazy. Like, so I just was like, mom's call. I was like, what? I'm out.
Yeah, out of there.
Babe, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We got to get up out of here, moms. You know what I'm saying? You know, when they hear moms, they like, oh,
okay.
Yeah, mom might be there.
She started hurry up putting her stuff on, and I dropped her back at her crib. I was like, man, went back, Febreze the room and changed my sheets, cleaned up real good. I was like, this bitch done left a stink.
You did burn paper.
Did you ghost after that?
Yeah, I ghosted her.
Oh.
Straight up. She was bad too, dude. She was a beautiful girl.
She texts you like,
man.
when are you gonna do part 2?
Yeah, no, she texted me.
With the blue
ignored
chew.
it.
Let me get back on this.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know we were still in it.
No, yeah, I was
with you, boy.
I was balls deep in this. I just wanted to come in there, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? It's time to get off the couch and back to work. If your tool needs an upgrade, head to BlueChew.com. Women say there's nothing sexier than confidence, and Blue Chew can help give you the confidence where it counts. So if you could benefit from some extra confidence when it's time to perform, Blue Chew can help. And we've got a special deal for our listeners.
What?
Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code ISSUES at checkouts. Just pay $5 for shipping.
What?
That means that BlueChew.com, promo code ISSUES to receive your free month. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank you, Blue Chew, for sponsoring our podcast.
Thank you, Blue
Have
Chew.
a hard
That'd be a
on
good
you.
goddamn fool not to get that.
Come on, man. It's free.
What's wrong with you?
It's free.
What is
A
wrong?
month of them?
Yeah.
A month of bonus,
Free month.
baby? Come on, man.
But yeah, the smell is a definite thing, though, man. I feel
Yeah, that's the only way I would back out. If it's
gotta
whacking any
save-
other way, I'm gonna just push through it and keep hitting it until it get better.
You got to
You know
sage
what
the
I'm saying?
wound.
Yeah.
it's sage for
I
sure.
got in a whole relationship with a girl whose sex I didn't like from the first time. It just wasn't good. It was just the mechanics, the body mechanics was off, and I hated it. She enjoyed it. And we ended up, you know, at first we worked into a real relationship, and it never got better. And I just thought, you know, because I had just got a bad breakup before that. So I was like, damn, I was so heartbroken from the last chick that I was like, and she had great vagina, great sex with her, but she cheated on me. And I caught her in the act.
She cheated on you?
Yeah,
You called her?
I caught her with the penis in her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you one of those.
Yeah,
Look,
y'all
I
ain't
never-
see that? Y'all ain't never seen no dick just come out your lady? You ain't never seen that? Damn.
I haven't.
And the nigga was talking to me.
Can't say
putting
I
it
have
away.
seen that.
He was talking to you.
Yeah,
What
he
you mean?
recognized me. He was like, oh, man, you Boogie B. I'm like, yo, put that shit up.
This yours?
Put that away, first off,
said, "Put
nigga.
that
You see
shit
what
up."
I'm doing with my lady. I'm going through something, nigga. He like, oh, my bad, bro.
You
I
can
ain't
share
know
me
right.
and you.
Because I ain't even address him. Like, I saw this in the car at the club.
In a
Oh,
car.
wait,
Wait, they was in the car.
They was having sex in the car at the club.
You try to fight him or?
Nah, I ain't try to fight him. I played it because I had a show to do in the club.
And you had to drop her off. afterwards.
Yeah. So no, so I called her, and like me and her had a great relationship. We had been together 3 years.
And y'all were fully in the relationship at this time.
3
She
years
rode
in,
with
fully
him
in
to
a
the
relationship.
show.
No, I had called her before the show. I was like, yo, you coming up to the show? She was like, nah, I'm gonna just come to your crib after the show. I was like, bet. So I go in the joint, you know, beforehand, everybody just mingling. One of my boys was like, yo, I saw your old lady outside. I'm
Wait,
like,
well, hold on, Boogie. Why would she come somewhere that she knew you was
Cause
at?
that's what I'm saying.
nigga.
Come on.
That's what I was saying.
Greg?
What?
Like,
you mean
that's
she
why
was
I
in
knew.
the
confused.
That's,
She could have
Yeah,
walked
that's
3
why I'm
blocks
confused,
but
up.
that's
bro.
why I knew that it wasn't that. I thought it was something else. Like it never crossed my mind that I'm about to walk out the club and catch her. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, oh, she pulled up to the club with one of her homegirls. You know,
Right.
she didn't have a car.
Yeah.
So she was gonna come to the crib after I was gonna pick her up. We were gonna go to the crib. So we get to, I'm in the club. A guy come in there like, Boog, I saw your old lady and she passed by in the white Camry. I was like,
Oh, that's how you knew which
don't
car
have
to
no
look
white
for.
Camry. I was like, nah, you tripping. I was like, you sure it was my lady? I just talked to her. He was like, nah, nigga, yeah, she waved. I waved back. You know what I'm saying?
she-
Walked in the club, so they
trying to
probably
be
can't
seen.
get
She
in.
wanted to be
Right.
seen,
I'm
bro.
thinking they can't get in. I'm like,
Right.
oh shit, let me go and get
wow.
my old lady in.
Right.
She probably with her homegirl. So I go out there. It's nobody out there. It's no line. No, I'm like, damn. So I go back in the club, see my boy, and I'm like, man, so you say you saw my girl?
Yeah.
He was like, nigga, if you ask me that again, I'm slap shit out.
Right.
Like the nigga was like, come on, bro, I ain't dumb. Like I saw your lady. So I'll go back out and I'm like, man, white Camry. White Camry. Maybe they park drinking. Like, tell them, come on, shit about to get started in here. So I walk around the parking lot looking, White Camry. He said, tinted windows, White Camry, tinted windows. Found one. And this don't look like no chick car. This look like a dude car. White Camry, tinted so dark. And in New Orleans, they used to tint the front glass. They used to tint the windshield. So you couldn't see at all in there. So I see it, and I see it like, you could see it like every now and then, it will, you know, so I could tell somebody in there. So I go to the side, and I'm like, nah, this might not even be. I was like, yo. And ain't nobody responding. I'm like, yo, I know somebody in this motherfucker. I'm like, yo. So I go, I'm standing by the driver's side, like, yo, what's going on? And ain't nobody. So I do this, like, maybe I'm tripping. And then when I look, I see her. She on that dick riding, shaking the car. And then for some reason, when I looked, the car started shaking harder than I ain't even know it was shaking like that when I walked
They
up.
never got out the car?
She was rocking the canoe. Going to work. They never saw me. I'm still here for like 40 seconds.
Dang.
40 seconds is a lifetime in fucking.
For sure.
That's a
You saw
lifetime.
multiple pumps.
Oh,
Man.
my heart done crashed. My stomach, I'm a shit on myself.
Man.
I was going through it. My tears welled up.
So he was killing the
He's
pussy.
killing it.
Well, it
Long
sounded like
nigga.
she was killing him. She was
Yeah,
on top.
she was on top.
He was just
holding the
taking
steering
it.
wheel
And
the
on
roof.
that note,
Oh.
it makes sense why people get life insurance.
Pause the story, though. We coming back to this.
This transition wild as hell.
Why people get life insurance.
He forced the shit out of
Yeah.
this transition.
On that note.
On that note,
Come on, man. He was finding any avenue. He could have said, so when your heart was beating, did you think you was at risk
Gonna
of a heart
die?
attack?
Killed the pussy.
And on that note,
it makes sense why people get life insurance, especially long term, which is surprisingly affordable.
best transition ever, man.
Why not?
That's it. Craig's phone tripping
Yeah,
again.
it is. Why not? It always is. That
Craig's phone.
ladder is
your phone don't fuck with
100%
you.
digital. No doctors, no needles, no paperwork. When you apply for $3 million in coverage or less, just answer a few questions about your health in the application. You just need a few minutes and a phone or a laptop to apply. Ladder's smart algorithms work in real time, so you find out if you're instantly approved. No hidden fees, cancel time, get a full refund if you change your mind in the first 30 days. Ladder policies are issued by insurers with long proven histories of paying claims. They're rated A and A+ by AM Best.
Oh.
Ladder's customers rate them 4.8 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot. And they made Forbes Best Life Insurance in 2021.
Oh, hell yeah.
So go to ladderlife.com/issues today to see if you're instantly approved. That's ladder, LADDER, life.com/issues. Ladderlife.com/issues. Get yours.
Yeah.
So you looking in the window,
Back
she
to the
riding
pussy.
the top, your heart
Oh, yeah.
palpitating. You just like, man, it's really going down in there, man.
Tony wants the rest of this story.
Oh, man, I'm
You
all
gotta
in.
know how it is.
I'm
Yeah, you
invested.
gotta know how it is.
So you watching the
So
you
yeah,
watching
so
it
while
all
I'm
go
looking
down.
through the glass, after a while I can see through it now. So I already know what it is. So I just let my hands down. I was like at that point where my lip was trembling, I'm breathing weird.
Man.
And I'm standing there and I'm like, come on, like really y'all don't see me standing right here? This is disrespectful now. Like I've been here so
Yeah.
long.
The dude
And
was
then
like,
the dude opened the door. And I stepped back. He opened the door like, fuck you looking at, nigga. I was like, oh, he might have a gun. So instantly I was like on some cool shit, like, wow. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She started crying and fixing her clothes. I love you so much. Please just let me talk to you.
wow.
And I just started backing up, looking at it. I was just backing up. I was just like, wow, that's how you, wow. I couldn't even think of nothing to say, so I was
Yeah.
just backing
This is
away.
traumatic right here.
And
Yeah.
as I'm backing away, he done crawled out the other side of the car. And his clothes ain't even up. Dick still out hard. I was like, oh, this nigga ain't even sad.
They was wrong?
He ain't even sad about it.
He only
was
feel
raw.
wrong.
They was
Raw
no condom?
dini, raw diggity.
No
Yeah,
condom.
no nothing. Yeah, I saw his dingling come out and I was like, damn, and it's big. Oh,
Oh,
this nigga
man,
just
God
fucked me
damn,
up
dog.
bad. I'm hurting now.
You
I'm
hitting
like, he
all
done long
the
dick my
cylinders
girl.
on.
too. I
That's a
was
tough
like,
night,
oh,
bud.
God damn.
Oh,
How was the show?
I killed that night.
This is the worst night, man.
But was like, hey, what's up?
You hitting all
You ever
the
catch
points
your-
here.
you ever catch your girl
it
fucking
was
in the
terrible,
You ever
man.
kick your girl, be that cheating? Hard.
Did you still perform that night?
Yeah, I did perform, man. I did perform. I'm one of them dudes, though, man. I perform regardless of what happened in my life, man.
God
but I
damn.
did go straight up there, sucked it up. The dude was trying to get my manager number. The dude was like, yeah, pause. And they was like, but the dude was like, as he fixing his clothes, he like, oh, ain't you Boogie B? Hey, your manager had just hit me. And I'm like, nigga, not now, bro. Like,
That's
you
wild,
see what
bro.
I'm doing?
Dang.
He a cold gangster too.
Right.
Tattoos all over the place, braids, light skin. I was like, oh man, this nigga handsome too. I was like, damn, it was hurt, so that night it was the torture. I'm thinking about how good the nigga looked compared to me. I'm
Damn.
thinking about what they was doing, what I saw.
She
I'm
tried
like,
to hit
man,
you
it was-
after?
she was hitting me all night.
Of course.
Just calling me, making it worse because I got to keep thinking about it every
I
time.
really
you
like
call
the
me.
fact that he didn't even take the time to be like, this is going on. He was just like, B,
Yeah,
yo,
he
same
ain't
man.
I was
He
trying to
didn't
get
care
with your
about it.
manager, man. Tell him they hit me up.
He
Man.
didn't
Hold
care
on,
about
put my dick back in my pants. Hold on, man. Let me get your girl's
Man, never mind,
juices
man.
off my
I know,
stick.
for
Right.
real.
It's
We can
dry
talk
now. Let me
business.
swipe
Bro.
my lips
Yeah.
We're not doing this. There's no business to be talked. Yo, I respect the vulnerability.
I'm
in
gonna
this,
hit you
man.
through her, all right? I'm gonna get
Man.
Yeah. So
Damn.
anyway, we did talk about it later because I still didn't want to break up with the girl. Honestly,
Really?
that coochie was good.
You was
man.
all
I ain't gonna
in,
lie.
dog. Why did
but
she
I had
come
been
to
with
your
her for
place
3
of
years.
work to smash this?
So what happened was, now let me tell you her side. So she was at the crib and she said, you know what, let me go support my man. She called her homegirl for the ride up there. Her homegirl was busy. Just one guy who she had been knowing, who had been trying. She had been ignoring him or whatever. And then he hit her and she was like, oh, drop me off at the club by my old man. Like he knew that she had somebody.
Right.
He wasn't tripping, He was like, I'll drop you off. But, he was putting his pressure on her,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And then she cracked. But that's what she said.
Yeah.
Then I heard it from him later on.
when y'all was chilling with the manager.
Nah, this was yeah, right. Because obviously we was in the same circles.
Right,
And he had
right.
met my manager before. So months and months and months after all of this, I had heard her side. I kind of didn't forgive her, but I understood, dudes be putting the pressure on you. He was a friend of her best friends. You know what I'm saying? He was,
Wait, you understood, bro?
I didn't understand,
Hold
but
on,
we still broke up. But it was still like
He
we was
still
trying.
smashed. He
was willing to
At
make it
first,
work.
based on what we talked about, I was like, maybe I could, But then I bumped into him, and he saw me again. He acting like we partners. He walked up to me like, "Oh, what up, Bug?" I'm like, "What's up, boy?" How when you
gave
see
the dap back.
you don't know him. I don't know him. I just seen him that one time, so I ain't remember this
Coming
months
out of
ago.
your girl, but keep going.
That's
yeah,
one to
so
remember.
I ain't really remember him. I'm seeing him in a new setting now.
He pulled the dick back out. Remember?
Oh, look at his dick. You remember this? Yeah, he should have. I would have recognized him. Yeah, so he pulls up on me, and I'm with all my boys at this time. We got a van full of dudes. We're about to go out of town. And he said, "Oh, what up, Boog?" He dapped me off. He was like, "Man, my bad about that bitch, bro. I wasn't even. Man, I ain't. She said she had a dude, but I ain't know it was you. If I would have knew it was you, hadn't met you, but if I would have knew it was you, I wouldn't even been tripping. But me and her had been fucking for months. She was telling me she was gonna break up with her nigga for me,
I was gonna say, it's probably
and I
been a
was
minute.
telling her, I got hoes. Ain't no need for you to break up with your nigga for me, because you dirty anyway. Look how you doing it." She was on the phone with you one time, and she was riding my dick on the phone with you.
Wait, this is all in front of the bus,
Oh,
and
she
you
was
about to
telling
go
you.
on tour. All your voices right there.
He
Damn,
twisted the
dog.
knife in my gut. He don't even know. He think that me and her was just something, and then it went away. You know what I'm saying? It was just like he didn't know how we was really.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he describing it like a nigga would describe it to
yeah.
you, like
He
a
kept
hood.
it- he had
He
zero
from the
filter.
Magnolia Project too.
Right.
He in New Orleans. If y'all know anything about New Orleans, so he raw and uncut. He like, yeah, it's one time y'all did a show in what? Y'all was in Shreveport or something. I was like, yeah. He was like, that night you called her to tell her it was snowing. She was riding my dick talking about I love you and shit. I'm like, wow, bro. wrong
Dang.
in the inside. But on the outside, I was like, oh, word. Hurt, nigga. I was
Meanwhile,
just
she's
hurt.
on the bus like, hurry up, hurry up.
I had to call her back until I knew. I was like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Y'all, you just straight lied. You had been like actually dating the nigga. Like
Bro,
he
it
was
sucks.
who
No, that
she
wasn't
said he
dating.
was.
That was
Y'all
not
motor
dating.
little.
Yeah,
But
it
yeah,
sucks
they
when you
was
find out you
really-
dating a hoe.
Right.
I've
For
been
3
there.
whole years.
Yeah, I've been there for 3 years too. I was
Damn.
like, I was dating a hoe the whole time. I didn't know she was the hoe.
She didn't let me do that. What the hell?
Right,
How did I have the hoe?
I mean, she wasn't really no hoe, but she was a hoe.
Well, she was definitely home.
Well, you like what she,
definitely.
you like the sex, so
Yeah, it was
she got it
good,
from
and she was,
somewhere.
and you would have never suspected. Like she was, women are like the masters of deception.
Oh,
like we can lie, but they can deceive. You know what I'm saying? They can make you think one thing wholeheartedly. Like I felt like it was no possibility of her cheating on me.
Well,
you could have
how?
walked
She
up
was
to
giving
me.
you the best sex,
Right,
She
but
learned
we
it
was
somewhere.
together like every day. Like we wasn't like
How
on
did she
some-
fit it
But
in?
was you
weekend
teaching her the
shit.
stuff, or you like, oh, well, you could? Hey,
I
this
mean, we
dude,
was going
turn
pretty
the
ham.
page. What else you got? What else you got?
What else you got? But we was going ham sexually, you know what I'm saying? But we was tight, like personally, outside of the sex. Her personality, her vibe, everything was cool. We had fun together. We went out to clubs together. We partied. You know what I'm saying? We did shit that even normal couples don't.
It
really
also
do.
sucks when that's your homie. He's like,
Yeah, it was like my
dog,
homie.
We
and
were friends,
my
yeah.
lady, you know what I'm saying?
He's like, we was friends on top of that, bro.
Well, the
Yeah.
pillow talk kind of sucks too. Where you're like, damn, you ain't even telling me about him. We supposed to be laughing about him. Be honest.
Right.
About this nigga giving you a ride. We supposed to be
Funny.
laughing at him.
And this was the conversation that led up to all of this. The reason why I even talked to her after that incident went down was because I had set her up for me to cheat. I set her up for me to cheat. Like I told her, I was like, yo, we too cool. Our love is too strong. Our relationship too good. If somebody ever tells you anything, you ignore that shit. And if it ain't nothing that, if I ain't in love with nobody or you ain't in love with nobody, we stand together.
You was
Like
doing
that's
the
how
revenge?
But I was thinking on my behalf, like,
Yeah.
cause I know I was all over the road and
Yeah.
I was, so I felt like I was gonna get caught in some weird shit at some point, and one of the most snitch ass niggas was gonna go tell her, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was like, if you so, and she reminded me of that. She was like, but you said if we weren't in love with nobody, we could just try to work it out.
Oh, she
And
just
that's
flipped- she
why I
just-
was able to hear her. That's what made me hear her. I'm a man of my word.
And she
know
hit
what
you
I'm
with
saying?
your impersonation.
So I
She's like,
had
yeah,
to-
you remember you said.
remember you said.
Yeah, remember you had said we wasn't no love there. You saw that I loved you because when you called us, I was crying. Remember, I was crying when I pulled his penis out when I hopped off his shaft. I was crying. That's love.
That was
But-
tears from here.
That's love. I wasn't crying over him. I just
Yeah,
hopped off the
man.
pole and was giving
Yeah.
you.
That was years ago though, so I was just finally able. I told that story on stage for the first time for Father's Day weekend in Houston. Father's Day weekend in Houston was my first time ever. I was up there for an hour and I was talking about something and it just led me into the emotion.
Damn, that's tough. That's tough,
Did the crowd like it?
They loved
It's
it.
a great story.
They loved
That's
it.
I mean, it's
story.
horrible.
They were
story,
hanging
but-
on their seats. They was like,
Right.
what?
No, she
They
didn't.
wouldn't even let me get out of that joke. But
Did
this
you
was
ever
the
cheat
part.
on her prior?
Tony
Maybe in the
always-
he
beginning.
said he was
Tony
setting
always
her up
asking
for the
questions,
cheat.
I
man.
might have.
That ain't got
like,
nothing to do with nothing.
Well, he said he set it
That
up
ain't
for
got
her.
nothing.
He was
I
on the
did
road
that.
doing his
I
thing.
didn't
Team or you
cheat.
won?
I didn't cheat when we was solid. After we had said, all right, we gonna stop bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But we was already fucking around with each other before we actually committed to the situation. So for the first little few minutes, I might have had a few things that I was doing and I just cut it off because things
But
got
once y'all
solid,
made it
you know what I'm
official,
saying?
you was
But
legit.
once we was all the way solid, like
Yeah.
after the first 2 months of us being committed, then I stopped really fucking around. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
Oh, that
I
was
didn't-
early.
But that's just my karma, cause it's just what happens in life. You can't, even though you might have got away with something on this person or that
Right,
person or
right.
this
Karma.
person.
I believe in
it's
karma.
gonna hit you.
Yeah.
It might not even be on the
But that's
person.
a different
you know
kind of
what I'm
karma. What
saying?
you got, you got
Exactly.
that.
Man,
I
you
called
got
it
that-
worse. I must have been. I said, Lord, I must have been cutting up, and you gave me
Karma
that
always say
back to
worse,
see
they
it. To see it.
To see it firsthand.
Nah,
And then,
niggas be going crazy over a phone number or a
Yeah.
text.
You
to
saw
see
the
it?
action. Yeah.
Nah, most of y'all would end up in prison, fellas. Most of y'all would end up in prison.
Yeah.
But now I'm an advocate for that. If y'all catch y'all lady doing something, do not overreact.
Nah, because
ain't never
you
right.
end up in jail for that.
For nothing, yeah.
And then
That's
what's the
silly.
point?
And then years later, you don't even know the girl,
Right.
and you still locked up.
Right,
know
you
what I'm
locked
saying?
up and they still doing what they do.
Yeah, I moved on, lived a great life,
Yeah.
healthy sexual life with other women and relationships and everything.
Right.
With that experience
Right.
under my belt.
I feel like I would just still be standing in that parking lot in the same spot. Just as the time lapses, days pass, different cars
Your
coming
beard
in for
just
different
growing.
events. I'm just standing there for years, just like they done left.
You done
came
got
back.
older and
Yeah, the parking lot. You see the grass growing in the cracks of the cement. I'm just still standing there.
Because even if she cheated, I'm like, oh, we can still smash. What the raw? Like,
Yeah, she went raw.
she was
Once I
going
see the raw penis
I don't
from
know
a thug
what's happening.
Yeah.
in Louisiana, where I know
Yeah.
HIV is high,
Oh,
I'm like,
my
you know
God.
what?
I don't
We
know.
good.
We don't even have to get to the raw penis. Just y'all being in this parking lot.
In this
We good.
parking
Y'all
lot.
could have went to a whole nother lot.
Right.
And
Right.
drove somewhere else.
Y'all could have went
You see me on the
anywhere.
billboard?
Anywhere.
Right.
They was far
Boogie
in the
B
back.
on the
but-
marquee.
Right,
like,
they could have drove anywhere.
if there was a
that's
camera
you.
in the car,
Right.
they smashing, you could see Boogie B's flyer behind
Right,
the pump.
right,
The
bro.
flyers
Zoomed in.
tearing up.
Just like,
The flyers
Boogie
tearing.
B, one night only.
Right.
And she just,
He had a car.
See, I would have to
damn.
get the dude back. There would have to be a time.
Why was
where-
it him? Why is it on him?
Just for the play of it? He'd have to come out of some venue, and I'd just be in the car with his girl and open the door.
hey, I ain't know it was you.
I ain't know what
Sorry about this bitch.
Start getting this,
What a
dick
coincidence.
out.
but the backfire is that is,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You shot up on
Yeah.
the revenge team.
Hell
Old
nah.
gangsta out here.
He responds completely
Right.
different when it's on him. You say he was
Oh,
Thug
he was
McGee.
Thug McGee. He
Magnolia
would've killed me
Projects.
for
I've
sure.
heard of that place.
Right.
Yeah.
I heard a
He
little
was
something
killed
about
for
that
sure.
place.
Soldier clap.
I
Dang,
couldn't
that's
do nothing to
tough.
him.
Right.
Like he was one of them dudes.
Well, you
too.
knew.
Like you knew, like just off his reputation, people be like, "Yo, yeah, Bug, yeah, he one of them. He one of them dudes." You know what I'm saying? Just chill.
I like him giving you a pep talk. Man, never mind these dirty bitches, man.
You know how your boys would be like, "Yo, let's smash this
Right.
fool."
Nah.
But now they was like, "Nah."
They
yeah,
was in the
he
van.
Hear him
Just
out.
Hear him out. He right though. He right about that.
It ain't really on him.
Right.
They made it make sense. They was like, "Cause she was the one wrong. Cause she owed you. He didn't know you."
He was in the clear. I mean,
Right.
we would have all done the same thing.
Yeah, they made it. They made it. They made it
Imagine
clear.
your rep being so cold that you could just smash dudes' chicks in front of them and just be like, it's whatever.
right.
Because at the end of the day, you can at least deliver hands. You're not going to get it on real jail time for that.
Nah,
least
nobody
a
in New
fight.
Orleans.
I got to
But
sock
let's
you out
fight.
on GP.
Yeah. Let's fight at least.
Yeah.
No. In New Orleans at that time, nobody wasn't fighting.
They were shooting.
Yeah, they were shooting. You know, New Orleans was the murder capital of the world.
And
in
you
94.
you at his car?
right,
probably
and
had
I'm in
the
his
pistol
car.
right
He
underneath
looked
him.
like he had a pistol. In
He's
that car
probably
for
watching you
sure.
for a minute for him to just be like, hold on, baby.
Yeah.
Open it. What you,
Yeah.
why?
Oh, yeah. What the
Why?
fuck you looking at, nigga?
Well, you could
Like,
at
he
least
was thoroughly upset that I was standing there. Of
course.
like he was
You was
thoroughly
ruining the smash.
Yeah, that nigga opened that thing like, and he had the look on his face like, "What the fuck you looking at, nigga?"
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm looking at you
whoa.
smash my girl.
Can I have my girl back,
Such
please?
a
Player.
aggression.
I wish it'd have been the stinky chick. You know what I'm saying? You
Oh,
could have got that
car-
off that door
That
open.
car would have been tore up for centuries. Like, man, what's going on in your car?
Leather
dog?
would have been peeling off the seat.
Had a girl in here. That's a rough story though, bro.
Hey, this is rough.
God
I done
damn,
been through a
man.
lot of shit though, man. I got so many stories of traumatic nature that I just tell in a funny way people be laughing at.
Dang, boy.
Yeah,
That's
sir.
tough.
Yeah,
Taking it.
my worst job though, I had 36 jobs since I've been alive.
Damn, you
I had
Jamaican,
36
Boogie.
jobs. Not
the same
none at the
time.
same time.
No, I
but
mean,
like
he
just
just got
over
fired a
time,
lot.
like you just get fired or
Oh.
quit or whatever. But the worst job I had was
That's still a
this
lot of jobs.
grocery store. It's a lot of jobs. When you 40 and you had 36,
36 is a lot
jobs,
of
like
jobs,
you've been
yeah.
working since you was one.
That's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? So I just was, but I ain't have no skill, no specific destination to get to.
Right.
So I was just doing anything to try to make money except sell drugs. So I worked at this grocery store. And when you said you worked at the grocery store, I was like, damn, man, I would never do that again. I was the security guard at the grocery store in the hood. It was a place called Swagman Brothers in New Orleans. And it was real hood store, independently owned in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Didn't have it nowhere else. It was real shitty. A lot of people stealing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of crazy stuff going down. So they had to hire security guards,
Yeah.
but unarmed, because I was only
damn.
like 18 or 19 at the time. I was like 19. And so I worked there. And I used to have to catch people stealing. The manager was a little bitty white dude. And it's all, New Orleans, 85% African American
Yeah.
at that time. So if you the little white manager, you might not want to worry about somebody stealing.
Right.
So he would call me from the back. He came to get me one time, and it was this dude stealing a bunch of pork chops. So I was like, damn. And he a grown man. He like 45. You know what I'm saying? I'm 19. So I got my uniform on. I'm super skinny too back then. I was like 135, 6'1", 135.
Wait, what year was this around?
This was like,
Was y'all wearing 3X still? You had a 3X
yeah, my uniform was big. Than a bitch. I had the old brown Otis with the light brown shirt. It was loose. My belt was hanging. My shirt was tucked in blouse.
You gonna stop
My
somebody?
sleeves came
the
past
blouse
it was a
on.
short
Short
sleeve, and it came down to past my elbows. So I go in the back. I'm like, hey man, the manager, man, he see what you're doing, man. You gotta put that back, bro. Yeah. Like I'm just trying to rationalize with him, but he obviously on drugs. He was like, man, fuck you, young nigga.
Oh.
I was like, So I went back to the front. I told the manager, I was like, Sean, he said, fuck me, young nigga.
Yeah.
And I feel like he meant it. So I think we should probably just call the cops.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, this is your job, man. Just go. He hasn't left the store. So just go, tell him to put it back, and just say that we're not letting him leave until he puts it back. I was like, bet. Go back there. I said, look, man, I'm going to be standing up front, and we not going to let you exit until you put that back. So you can steal all day, but I'm going to be in the front, and I'm not going to let you out of the store, because this was one of them stores where they had those railings to get out, where you can't go nowhere other way out. You got to go through the railings. It's like on both sides, the metal ones.
Right.
They real high, so you can't jump really.
Infinite Barry Sanders.
Yeah, you can't get through it. You gotta go out that way, and it's the spin thing after that. You know what I'm saying? So I stood in the railings, like, all right, this nigga, I gotta stand in the rail, and then I have to stop him when he see me. He gonna bow out. Boy, that dude came with them pork chops stuffed all in the clothes and stuff, and charged straight down that joint, full speed. And I'm standing there like, and when he got to me, I just was trying to just like, just trying to hit him with the and he grabbed me and dumped me over in the store pack. In this bad bras at every register. You know how the hood be? I done got dumped over the rail. I'm on my back. I can't even get up. My foot stuck between the two. My foot was stuck between the two middle rails. I was like, oh, shit. I fell, hurt my back, my elbow and shit. He charged out the store. The old white man was like, hey, man, are you okay?
They didn't help you?
okay.
No, he didn't.
They left him so.
I was doing
I
my
thought,
job.
wait, I thought he said we
Nobody
not gonna let him leave.
That's what he said. He said we
was
not.
in
Like he
spirit.
had my back.
It was in
But
spirit.
he was real little though. Thinking back on it, he was probably like 5'5", 5'6".
Yeah.
The fact that he flips you is hilarious.
But
Yeah,
that dude
pork
was
chop
huge
padding.
though.
He
He
dumped
was
you
like
over
your
the rail.
size.
Look at you.
He was a grown man, gray hair, everything.
He had
Man,
nothing
that
to
nigga
lose.
sick.
Oh yeah.
Nothing to
The
The
lose.
fact that he was like, hey, man, fuck you, man. I'm getting these pork chops.
The fact he didn't take a better cut of meat.
I know, right? You couldn't get no steak.
He was like, pork chop.
And
And
they
the
do.
dope part is, he didn't leave right away when you first approached, because you had time to
I
leave
gave
and come
him
back.
a
And then,
chance.
so he went to get seasonings for the pork chops. He got seasoned sides. And he was like, fuck you. I'm coming out with these pork chops. And to this day, you know what I'm saying? He had some good pork chops.
Somebody that got food on their mind, you ain't
That's
stopping
like,
him.
yeah, you ain't
You ain't
stopping
stopping
He
him.
saw
He's
Boogie B at the
hungry.
end of the rail. Was like,
Yeah, he was like this little
Man, he was like, here we go. The pork chops.
Yeah, I got up and quit. I just got up and quit, bro.
You got your ankle
I
up
got
out of
up,
the
I
little...
walked out the stove. My shoe had came off. It was stuck in it. I picked my shoe up, nigga. I said, fuck, I ain't even put it on. I just picked it up
left?
and left.
you ain't play football.
I'd have
bro?
left too.
Call in, I ain't say nothing.
I
I was
left
out.
Because everybody in that store saw you get dumped over the railing, so they be like, I'm stealing in this store.
Oh,
Not only that, I'm not,
stealing.
as an employee, I'm like, I'm not secure here. I'm not
Yeah.
secure with him sitting
It was
there.
all women
stealing.
there too, and you know everybody knew me because I'm funny. You know what I'm saying? So everybody in the store knew who I was. They were like, "Oh, that's the funny little security dude."
Nobody came and said, "Hey, baby, you okay?"
Yeah, everybody came.
everybody did that.
that make it even worse.
That makes it hurt worse.
Hey,
He didn't even dump me that
My
hard.
physical hurt, but my heart hurt more because all the girls was like, "Oh my god,
You okay?
he dumped you so hard. Did he body slam you?" Everybody who didn't see it gotta ask you and shit. I just grabbed my shit. I ain't say nothing.
With the shoe in hand,
out
he was
here.
like, I'm out.
You getting text from the
Man.
neighborhood. Yo, I heard you got
Grabbed
dumped
my
on your head.
phone and
Like,
shit.
damn.
Took my phone. Get the fuck out of here.
I get that last check.
I ain't even call that motherfucking place no more, man.
They still got your money over
It's a
there.
place
The
on.
Swagman's.
If anybody know New Orleans, a place on Carondelet called Vincent Guard Service.
The white dudes in there, man, fuck
That
that
shit
pain.
still there too.
Come back. I'm done.
That shit been there since the 1800s or something.
The
That security,
the
guard
security
service.
place?
Yeah, it's still
Is that
there.
grocery store still there?
Nah, they don't even have those. No.
Oh, okay.
No more swag.
You got to be old to know about them. in
Swag,
New Orleans.
damn.
Swagmans?
Swagmans.
Swagmans. Nana P.
Swag.
Well, Nana P.
asks
asks.
in the
What's
in the
up,
chat's
Nana?
word,
Nana?
what's your proudest moment as a parent? Proudest moment.
Anyone? Mine was seeing my last kid graduate. It was like, man, all of them made it through.
Do you
Ain't
feel
that
like
something?
it was a,
Same
it was a
with me.
culmination
Four.
of they
I'm
all
done.
made it.
4 for 4.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
all made it.
I think that was mine too, man. I just had that 2 months ago too in May. My daughter graduated, and I was like, man, she graduated. Dang. I remember when she was so little and everything, and she was like the littlest one. I was like, man, she's graduated now.
And
it was great. It was like a good feeling to see her just excited and know where they at too. Like, and just looking at them like, y'all don't even know what y'all getting yourself into with this real
This when it
life
gets
shit.
hard.
Yeah.
Y'all don't even know. But I was just like, I'm excited to see what shit you gonna get into.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see whether it be a good job, bad job, boy problems, girl. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you get into, I'm excited to see it. So that was one of my probably my proudest moment.
It was big for me because I didn't graduate high school. So I was like,
You didn't?
Senior year, I went to work.
Oh,
There's
shit.
a movie. They was like, you want to be on? I was like, yeah, let's go.
And you just dropped
I
out
just
there and
kept
had a
working,
homeschool
kept
shit
working,
back
kept
then?
Working.
Did you take a GED?
Nah,
Oh, you really just out
I
there?
just went to work.
Jealous.
So
That's
for
what I
all of them to
wanted.
graduate, I was like, all right, because I always preach follow through.
Yeah.
And then I didn't follow through with that. So I was like, oh, okay. Then they all graduated.
Yeah, I think they trade with you.
Yeah, I'd be like, damn, am I going to take 6 months out to go back to school and get my GED?
Nah.
I'm like,
Who the fuck wants a GED?
is it gonna give me a better job?
I would have just went without two. If I didn't have no diploma, I would
It'd
have
been different if Kurt was just working something. You were working. Like you're in the business. Like
I'm gonna go
work.
back and
for
get
what,
it.
Craig?
I don't know.
Nah, man. Hell
For
no.
what?
Get it, man. Get the GED.
Or at least get a
What,
fake
Craig?
one.
That nigga ain't going back.
For what?
Nah,
Get
I've
the
been thinking
GED.
about it.
What are you gonna have more that you
Right.
don't have? That's why I was like, now,
Right.
now I feel proud of myself.
It's a mental
Not all the work I
Right.
did on my wife and kids, or
Go
all
back
the
to that
movies
school and they'll give you an honorary degree.
Well,
They'll
I go
be
back
like, you
there
know
all the
what?
time.
You
They let
made
me
it.
talk to the kids and everything. I'd be like, y'all know I ain't graduate.
They was like, so you graduated from it? Nah, man. I dropped out.
I was here though. I was
I
here.
dropped out. Walked out of this high school, never looked back, kids.
And
But
that's
that's
a
a
lot
good-
of times my advice to them. If you know what you want to do, stop this shit and get busy.
Exactly.
So Craig got these kids dropping out.
That's what I
right.
got.
He right about that. Fuck this
That's
school.
what I would
Yeah.
have done.
Especially these new generation kids, make y'all mind up early.
Oh, yeah.
If you made your mind up before high school is over, go do that shit. Because whether high school, college, if you still ain't made your mind up, you ain't gonna be doing shit no way with all those degrees. So you have to decide early, and you have avenues to become whatever you want now. Early.
I feel like now they're in a good place to see that anything is possible now.
yeah.
They can see it in real time,
Right.
firsthand. Like we didn't have that. All I had was, especially for wanting to do acting, it was just big screen and TV.
Yeah.
And so that seemed far fetched.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now they can see people living out their dreams on social media or whatever. And they see these people start out making these little low budget silly
Yeah.
videos and then becoming what they become. So it's just like, man, it's real now. It's like,
Right.
yo, I can really do this.
It's also teaching your kid how to dream because a lot of times when I was coming up, I was just like, oh, I want to make a movie. Then you make that movie, and then it's like, all right, now you broke again. What?
Right.
What you gonna do now? And you was only thinking, I'm gonna make this movie.
Right.
And then back in the day, you also thought that college was the only way out. Your parents and stuff,
Yeah.
people would be like, man, you gotta
You gotta go to college.
Gotta go to school, 4 years, this and that. Now it's like, it's too many successful people without degrees and all that stuff.
Our generation was order takers, bro. We weren't allowed to free think like that.
Right.
Like our parents, they was like, go to high school, go to college,
Right.
get
Get
a
a good
job,
job,
and that's
yep.
it.
Get a good
They wasn't
job.
saying like tap into your creativity. What are you good at?
Right.
None of that stuff. They wasn't nurturing anything but take the orders that I give you. Now this generation, my kids,
Right.
I teach them to think for yourself.
Right.
Try to see, find things, do things, and see what you're good at, and then nurture that. And then decide it, even if it's something that you're not good at, decide if you want to do it now.
Yeah.
If you want to do it and you can do it forever, decide on that and keep doing that until you figure something else out. This life is different now. You know what I'm saying? We need to start raising our kids different, and all that whoop shit. That shit is over. Don't whoop
Right.
your kids, all that bullshit comedian. Whoop your kids. Whoop your kids. Don't whoop your kids. That shit ain't gonna do nothing. It ain't
teach them
gonna do
right now.
nothing in this day and age.
I used to say that on stage. I'd be like, man, beat these kids. I didn't mean it though.
No, don't do
I didn't mean
it.
it.
It ain't gonna
Somebody
solve
went
shit.
somebody went right ham on a child since Tony said.
Beat these kids.
Your biggest
man.
accomplishment.
Well, my
you feel?
daughter's 3 and a half.
What was your proudest moment
Hold
so
on,
far?
man. I'm thinking. Yeah, I was getting to it, man. Just, I don't have a lot because she's 3. It's like, all right. I don't know, man. I like this that Izzy's very. She's personable. I love the way that she isn't afraid to go be in the middle of a crowd. She isn't afraid to walk up to strangers and say hi, ask kids what their names are. You know, she's just so. She's so social, so I just like that she has this fearless element. If something's high, she wants to go climb it. You know what I mean? Even if I can't, I'm like, hey, I'll catch you. You trust me? Yep. She just go up there, and I'll be like, I just love that she's. I don't ever, everybody tries to tell kids, no, don't do that, don't do that. And I'll be like, hey, yo, the worst you gonna do, break a neck. You know what I mean? And then no one ever finds that funny. So it's just like I just love pushing her fearlessness as of now.
Were you a scared kid? You was afraid to do
Man,
all that?
I was just told no to do everything. Same with what you want to do, you want to dream. It was just don't do that, don't do this, But it was like, hey, go play football. And anything else is too dangerous to you know what I mean? But it was like, go do that, go do that. I was just, I hate that. I love the way that this world. I was thinking about that the other day, Boog. It's like, bro, I can learn. My daughter can start making money online now if I really wanted to.
Exactly.
Really.
Bread.
If I really
For sure.
wanted to, I could start. I don't know. Did DC just put those glasses on?
No, I was looking
Nah,
at the
he had
comments too.
those.
Oh, he's got these real lenses this
Yeah,
time?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it's real. I still got my fake ones.
I saw you put on glasses. I said, I know he didn't just take those out to put those on. But
Greg
yeah.
need his glasses, by the way. But keep
I
going.
do. I'm scared to get them.
It's
Why?
time.
What you
wanna date
scared of?
myself,
Why? You
man.
scared of glasses?
Gotta get
I
them
don't
tripod.
date myself. I be trying.
It's
I be
just
like,
glasses.
You don't have to wear them all the time.
I even stopped by and like CVS and tried them little ones on.
And put them back. Nah, you gotta get
Tiptoeing
the
into
frames,
it.
bro.
Craig,
getting
y'all
there.
don't see Craig's text on his phone. It's huge.
You gotta
It's-
get that font. Yeah,
Craig,
you got
Craig's
that
text
font
is
up
huge.
high. Yeah.
I just worry about Craig driving. I'm like, you don't wear glasses when you drive at
I
night
can
or
see
nothing?
from far. That's cool. It's
It's
just
the up close
the
shit.
phone
Okay.
up close.
It's time.
That's an
man.
age
It's
thing.
time, bro.
It's an age
Time.
thing, yeah.
Everybody with
Just for
glasses
the
saying,
ads.
Is it time, man?
It's time.
When your text is this big per letter,
It's time.
Yeah. And then it flipped on me.
It
I was
did.
like,
Craig was like,
Just get you
it
some
went from
reading
4
glasses
letters
real
to
quick.
1 letter on this.
With the
kid's
chain on. That way you got them dangling, and then when it's time to do your ad, you like, boom.
But I want to get a
The
big
chain?
Figaro
Yeah,
chain.
get
I feel that.
Get a gold rope chain.
I feel that. Yeah, that's how you should do that.
I could do that.
Gonna be a hip hop granddad.
Yeah.
Flavor Flav got the clock. You got the spectacles right there.
It's time, Craig.
Yeah, man. About that time,
I wonder if Chaz, since he was told no so much, he's gonna be the type of parent to never tell Izzy no.
I feel like I feel like I'm the disciplinarian for Izzy because I feel like my mom, who lives with us, thank God, and my wife, they'd be soft on her. Like they'll be like, I said. I'm like,
Wait, listen. I would have to have Yo to say this because I would think Yo would say you would
Is Yo
probably
in
say,
there?
yeah. Is Yo here?
No, she's on a flight.
Oh, Joe would probably be like, Chaz is the soft one.
Well, I think that I'm probably both, but
Right.
I think when it comes to like, I don't whoop her at all, so I make Izzy stand on the wall. She has to go lay down, but they would just give her a chance. I'm like, y'all would be on her because
Yo spank her?
I think Yo might have tried once, but I was like, nah, you don't have to do that. You just have
At
to,
3? God
or even less.
It's
I
never
think-
too early, Boogie. Right. But get these kids as soon as they
But
come
I'm like,
out, man.
if you're not gonna
Smack
whoop
'em
them,
up.
you got to just be on them on like this is not how we do things because Izzy and like she's over like the yelling and the screaming for the most part, you know what I mean? So now it's just like, but she'll still tell them no if she don't want to do something. And I'm like, the moment she tells you no, you go put her on that wall.
Yep.
You go make her stand. I'm like, y'all be like, da da da. I'm like, no, man, get up. My mom's like, well, I don't want to discipline my grandchild. I'm like, well, I'm not there all day.
I don't like a lot of discussion with kids.
You
me
can't
neither.
because after a certain point, it's like, because I'll explain. I don't mind explaining something. Why do we have to do this?
I'll
Blah,
explain
blah, blah.
it one time. And
And that's that. Here's I'm like I just told you. Now you got to do this here.
When you have time, certain situations, there's no time.
Yeah, if
to
I'm in a
resist.
rush, we got to go.
Yeah,
But
I can't
I'm not
explain.
above being like,
If you're finna run in the middle of the street, and you're like, what?
no doubt.
why do I have to?
Right.
Let me show you pictures of these kids.
Right,
Right,
right.
Since we want to.
But I'm also
just have
very,
it on
right.
your
This
phone.
could be you.
Right.
Videos. of you getting hit.
I don't want to. Yeah.
This kid is dead.
I'm also really like I
could be
want
you.
to be able. I want her to be able to learn, and I hated like just taking orders and just being told what to do. Especially when you think you're a smart kid, you're like I can understand some things, but just this shut up and do what I say. I hate that. I hated that.
That's
yeah,
how
when they
we
give
was
you nothing.
raised.
Yeah, and that's how we were
Shut up and do
raised.
what
It's
you-
just- kids are supposed to be seen, not heard.
Because I said so.
Because I said so.
then
I
they
hated
just
all those
leave.
things. Yeah, and I'm like, no, there's a time and I wanted her to be able to think. I
Yeah.
want my daughter to grow up being a thinker. And I just felt like I felt like a thinker as a kid, and I wasn't allowed to say it out loud.
At 3?
Well, just like, even when you go 8 or 9, you're not stupid as a kid, right?
Yeah.
You be like, yo, some of these kids, you be like,
15.
Wait, some
but still, you don't
3-year-olds be
say
saying
nothing.
some grown ass shit, and you be like,
do.
wait, damn.
I feel like at 3 they need a bit more structure.
you do need structure.
Right.
You can start explaining like later on, but like at 3, it's just like, hey man.
Yeah, not too many
'Cause
choices.
Kids that age scare me because they truly don't know how dangerous certain shit is. So I just be like,
And
Yeah, you be
she's
like, don't
great
run
out.
down the street because
Yeah.
you get hit by the car. Well, I throw the car. You be
Yeah.
like, this is why we can't talk.
like, come on.
Right.
You said I can do anything.
What you gonna do when the car comes? I throw it.
But I always
why
feel
we
like
can't.
parents need to keep that whooping ace in a hole. Don't tell your kids that you're not gonna whoop them.
can't let 'em
Just
know.
don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta
But
build
be
that
like,
fear. You gotta
but
have
put
that
that
fear,
if
yeah.
like whoa.
Yeah.
Grab at your belt or something. Every
You almost
time.
took me there.
You
You
almost
don't want them
did
too
it.
comfortable.
Right.
They
You
be
want
like,
them
hey
too
man, fuck you, Dad.
Right.
I'm taking the pork chop.
Right, because if you don't, they do that. They cut up in public.
Right.
Yeah.
When they cut up in public, you got to have that. Hey, you know what I almost can do to you all the time.
Right. Yeah.
Don't
By
do
the time
that.
my daughter was
Don't make
7.
almost come out here.
By the time my daughter was 7,
Right.
she was like, he's about to go get the belt. I was like, dirty motherfucker. I should have really got it on you.
Calling
Ain't
your
nothing worse
bluff
than
on
giving them
speed
the look,
dial.
and they
The
give you the
belt.
look back. You be like,
The bluff call.
She called the she would do what I
She
say, but
texted
she'd
your
be like,
bluff.
calm
Right.
down, guys.
guys.
He's about to go get the
belt."
belt.
Dang.
No one.
Yeah.
Whoa, you lucky, boy.
That's a
I'm
cold
wearing
fight.
sweats.
I'm the king of not getting up. I'm the
Yeah.
king of almost getting up. I'm like,
Hit
boy,
everything around you.
Boy, whoa,
Girl, I
woo, I just start swimming.
go to your room. Nah, I'm not going yet.
Calm the fuck down. Showing
there.
off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it is when as she gets old. Cause man, kids they bright, bro. They just and then each generation keeps getting smart. I know.
Yeah.
But my nephew, he's been with me this week. He was just like, Izzy's so good out. She's a terror at the crib. I'm like, she's big and she's loud. She has no
That's what you
problem.
want, though.
She's
Yeah.
great. Oh,
You
she's
want
great
them-
out.
You want them bad at home.
You guys
yeah.
say there. Well, I don't want her bad at all, but
You don't want her bad, but like
That's the
if you
training
had to pick
facility.
one.
She's
if
great.
If you had to be embarrassed
I'd rather
somewhere,
my kids be
embarrass
bad
me at home.
Yeah.
But I also, man, I don't tell her not to do a whole bunch of things that are like, especially man, if they're funny, bro. I'd be like, that's
Keep doing that.
I'm like, that's funny. She likes putting ice on my nephew's back when he's shirtless. I go like, and my wife's like, the bed's gonna get all wet. I'm like, I know, but this is hilarious.
Oh, he don't know it's coming.
watch how he
Oh,
jump
every
in.
time she be like,
Oh, you got catch
For the
you gotta
ice
catch
pack, I'm
that.
like, I'm not discouraging this.
That's funny.
You got camera
We
that.
dumped water on him the other day, and my mom and yo was like, "Look at this mess," and I was like, "Did y'all not see how funny this
the
is?"
punchline.
I was like, "What are y'all talking about? We can clean this up. This is well worth it."
Y'all bombing at home.
Oh, this is
We
well
ain't
worth
with
it.
this.
Poke
Me and
cuz
Izzy
getting bullied.
cracking up.
Right.
Poke cuz getting bullied.
Oh,
Traumatized.
We fucking him up, bro.
They gonna be talking about this on a podcast years from
Oh,
now.
we've been fucking him up for a month now.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Crazy.
uncle, man, my uncle and my cousin, man, they just made my life hell.
I'm
I
30,
stayed with
63.
them.
We fucking him up together.
What's your proudest moment, DC?
I mean, I would say the graduation thing for both of them from Spelman, but for me, it's like small.
Jeez,
Yeah.
that was a little light flex.
I know, yeah.
A little light
Double-
flex.
double-
Both of them was
I
bad.
would say two back to back.
From a historically black university.
I would
Both
say,
of them.
but I've done so much more.
Both
the
of them.
top black college this side of the Mississippi. Now, what gets me more is whenever I see them doing some sort of public speaking, and I be like, oh, they might can.
Smart.
Yeah, when you see your kids talking in public, you be like, oh, I've taught them well, because they can speak probably better than I can publicly. So that be making me super proud. And probably when my oldest maybe like won her high school championship in basketball.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, all right, that made me proud too. Yeah,
I
little,
remember when you posted
little
that.
stuff like that.
Yes,
But other than
sir.
that, it ain't the basic
That's
stuff.
good.
That's dope.
Did
She was like, I put them hours in.
Who, Ivy?
Yeah, did she have a nickname on the court?
Nah, Ivy.
Did she wear your number?
Did Ivy wear my number?
Nope.
15. No, she did. I was 15. She wore 15.
You was 15 when you had her.
No, I was 15. That was I had her at 15. That was my basketball number. Nigga. And that's
And that
my
was your
birthday.
basketball number.
15 across the board. Yeah, she did wear
15
15.
across the board, that's
yeah.
the number.
Yeah, I wore 15.
15 is the magic.
Yeah, it was 16. Nigga.
How about you, Bake? What you got?
For me, it's more so because with the graduations, it's like, yeah, you did it. You know what I'm saying? Especially for Serene, because he struggled academically for a while. So it's like, yeah, you made the cut. And then Sincere, he was always good on the academic tip. So it was just like, I'm proud of you for getting a academic scholarship and like all that stuff. So it was just like, I was always proud of that. But I'm more so proud of them being like, they were comfortable in who they were in terms of like,
Facts.
you know, this is who we are. You know what I mean? And it was just like, I can tell that there was a lot of confidence when they were with their peers or their friends and stuff like that. They weren't followers, or they weren't like, you know, they were comfortable in their own skin. And it's even super dope, like, you know, seeing the differences between Serene and Sincere. It's like, you know, Serene was all tattoos and expensive, you know, $300 sneakers and like, you know, $300 t-shirts, and it was just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, that rap wave. And then seeing Sincere, you know, going more left field with his style and like the fashion, completely opposite. But he's like, yo, this is me. This is what I like right here. This is what it is right here. I'm feeling this. So it's just like, yeah, you're proud of who you are. Like you're not chasing trends or like trying to fit in. So those moments, it was just like proud of this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So those are probably the moments where I was just like most proud. Just like, yeah.
You a your own person.
Huh? You know what I'm saying? Your own person.
Man, that means a lot.
Yeah, so it's just like, because that to me is longer lasting. Like, you know, graduation is cool, but seeing your kids being comfortable in their own skin is just like, yeah, and they ain't got no hang-ups about nothing else. And from a parental standpoint, we didn't give them any type of, you know, hang-ups to mess them up further down the
Therapy
line.
for and stuff.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, that's what you want as a parent, to not fuck your kids up.
Right.
You don't want your kids having baggage later on down the line that you gave them. You done gave them a Samsonite, you done gave them a Toomey bag, you done gave them all this luggage.
Yeah.
And now they carrying it throughout their life. And then when they in therapy or they in a relationship, well, you know, my dad, he just never, you know.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I want to be on the other side, like, hey, man, you can't pin that on me. You know what I'm saying? You want your name clear as a parent. So I feel like I'm proud in that regard of they good and who they are. So that was the main thing for me.
That's good, man.
Yeah, you know, I was proud of like, you know, the sports stuff, like, you know, Serene doing what he did on the football field. And I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, Sincere excelling in the studies is just like, man, you know, I did like, you know, Sincere being smarter than me in school. I was just like, man, you killing it. Huh? You really know how to do this math.
Math.
That's
so
what I
right.
was
Yeah.
If that was the case, I'd have been excited my whole life. All my kids was better than me at everything academically. I was
Man,
like,
tore
thank
my
you,
ass
Jesus.
loose.
Mine too.
Man.
I was the first online class, I think. I think I was the first person who ever took an online class because I couldn't pass math. I was at a community college in New Orleans called Delgado. It's like the main community college in New Orleans. And I could not get out of the first math class. The 095.
That's what
I wasn't even in the
wouldn't it be the
101.
basic math that you
I
get
was
stuck
like,
on.
God, I took it 3 times, 3 different semesters. On the 4th, when they was like, you know what? We have these computers, and they're in this room, and you go in this room, it's a bunch of computers, and you'll be the only one in there, and you just can do your thing on the computer. The class will pop up. I was like, I don't even know how to use it. They was like, no, they'll walk you through it. And so I took my math 095. I took that motherfucker on the computer the whole semester. I was the only person taking an online class at that time.
If you put double-digit division,
Yeah, I passed. I had the
right
book
you
out.
did.
He was in the room by himself with the book out.
In the room by
Goddamn right.
myself.
Turned to
They
the
gave you
last
they gave you a
page and
chance.
found
She
the
just
answer.
gave up on me. I was like, damn.
Damn right.
Yeah,
What's
his
all
own
left
class.
behind,
They're like, you
And
know
it-
what? Here, we got our own room. We got carpet, everything.
Everybody was teasing me and shit. Oh, you in college special education? I was like, no, I ain't. It's a real class. It's coming. It's classes like
It's
this.
coming in the
Artwork on the wall
future.
in there?
No, it was just a computer room.
Thanksgiving?
The only thing we used it for was to go on this site called College Club. It was a dating kind of college to college thing.
Did they let you lock the door? So nobody can come in?
No, you can lock the door. But I used to be on College Club, so I used to be there already sometimes. 'Cause I was on College Club early in the morning, chatting with chicks from other schools and stuff. And then I'll just start my assignment. Everybody else will be done left. I'll be the only one still in there.
could y'all do double-digit division right now?
Hell nah. Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Nah.
If I said, yo, here's 99 divided by 78, it gave you a piece of paper.
Oh, about 78. That's tough.
Could you be
So
like,
now we in the percentages
could you be like, okay, I got
on the
this.
calculator, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't.
No, man, you got pen and paper.
Pen and
you gotta,
paper it
you
out.
gotta 99. What
I
did I
had
say?
a dream. I had a dream the other night. I had to take a math test, and I woke up. Like I was doing, like had to show my work. I had a dream. I had to show my work.
Show
I
your
was like, I'm
work.
about to get caught
You got
cheating. I had to
piece of
show my work. I said, hell nah.
That,
Wake
what's
up,
that?
DC.
I don't know what shit is called. Remember, like the number would be like there's one number here, then you had the line, and then you had like
It's like 3 divided by 15.
I think it's like
You got
one
that
remainder
line.
14.
That
or
I
something.
could do.
Not
Like,
that
yeah.
If
one,
you
that
had-
line
if
with
you-
the V and the thing
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the top.
yeah.
You mean
You
with
put-
no remainder?
You put 2 numbers on one side and 2 numbers
they
on
used
the
to give
other.
us passes with that remainder.
Wait, so with no remainder?
You have to use a
Because
remainder,
I'm like
don't you?
one. No,
It
well, you
depends
can
on
get
what
the
you divide.
percentages, like the
But
one.
once you get the
point whatever.
percentage, then you gotta multiply that by 100.
Hey, dog.
Nah, that's like a one with a
I couldn't do
remainder
that right
14.
now. I couldn't do that right now. If you were like, yo, Chaz, you got everything in your life.
I think it's even lower ones you couldn't do right now. You know what I mean?
It
Like,
ain't even that.
Yeah,
could
you
go
damn
on-
right.
Division is where the
Right.
last time I felt confident mathematically.
100%. I was in 4th
Past
grade.
that, I was done.
I was in 4th grade like, oh, this is a wrap.
right. That's when you gave up.
We maxed out right here.
Man.
It's people
Yeah.
that go on live on TikTok right now with one math problem, and the chat be full of people who can't get it right.
Yeah.
It's the one with the parentheses, with the plus,
Oh, yeah,
and the
yeah.
thing that
I
keep
can't
going,
do
and it have you supposed to come up with the answer that multiply, add, divide, whatever
Right.
that shit is,
can't do
and
it.
people be on there like, oh, it's 48, 43, 45. They
Then
don't-
there's some like word acronym they
argument.
use to what is it?
was it?
What?
Pim
PIM
does.
does. It's like parentheses, arithmetic, math, whatever it stands for. Parentheses is first.
No, it's parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction.
Nah, that's not the one I was thinking about.
I don't know.
And that's
I
supposed to
was
be the
thinking
order
about the
of
one that
those.
was
And we don't even know that shit.
that was the one that go multiply. It was one that go multiply.
Wait,
something.
what's the E
Something
for?
multiply then divide.
Exponents.
I don't know what
I think I remember
exponent is.
exponents.
I
Is
don't
like
know
what
exponent.
What's an exponent?
It's
an exponent?
it's like an opponent.
And somebody beat already.
play
I
against
got
it.
you. I got you.
Exponent.
I got you. That makes sense.
Yeah,
past multiplication.
Trash.
Multiplication is the last time I was comfortable.
I was like, oh yeah,
I was killing
that.
that.
Yeah.
I was
Multiplication.
killing that.
Yeah.
Double
I was,
digit division. I
Right.
said, oh, you adding 2 numbers of this shit.
Because with me, with multiplication, it felt like memorization.
Right. That was it.
It
It
was.
was just like I was just memorizing what was what.
Right.
Then I had my favorites. Like 5 was easy.
Cakewalk.
Tens was my
5
shit.
man.
Nah, but what about them 3-digit joints?
6 and
the
7 is where I
multiplication
started
with the
fumbling.
3 digits.
6, 7, and 8's got a
6,
little
7, 8. I was cool with, but
No, it was
and
like
9
8 times 6.
But 6 and 7, I was like, you know, shit. But hell, that was the last time, and that was years
I
ago.
think when they got to 12, I just, you know what?
Hey,
Trash and math, bro.
Disrespect.
bro, I was awful.
Once
And
they
then-
came up with new math, I was like, fuck y'all.
Yeah, forget all
I
this.
just
Oh, that's
learned
a
the
real
old
thing, new math?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been hearing people say that in jokes, like,
What you
"Oh, this
mean?
the
What
new
you
math."
mean?
What's new math? Give me an example of new
They
math.
got, I don't know the example. That's why I
Oh.
said I quit.
You know
It
what?
just went from the 1 + 1 to now some other
Oh,
Yeah, they grouping and
Oh,
they
hell no.
grouping now?
yeah, they're grouping and you pull out
Why are they
certain
making this
numbers
harder for
and-
kids?
It's supposed to make it easier.
Yeah, different ways that you learn. Everybody doesn't learn it and retain it the same way, so they group it so that everybody has to turn to be smart.
Oh, okay. See, I needed that
Oh, I
back in the
could have.
day.
Damn, they could have got me through.
I needed that back in the day, man.
Nah, it was this, and
I
you was
got-
dumb.
You're right.
Yeah, that's what it was
I
with
got
me.
left behind in the dust.
Yeah, I got.
Rearview mirror, I'm standing there as they drove off.
Any of y'all ever been kept back? Y'all
Yes,
ever
I
got kept
failed
back?
7th grade.
I got
Oh, you got
kept
held back?
too.
Yeah, but I ended up getting to my right grade. So I graduated on time, but I failed 7th grade. I had to go to summer school.
Damn.
And they kept me in 7th grade again for half a semester. I had to get a certain grade within that repeat 7 before they moved me back up to 8. So really, I only have half of an 8th grade education because I missed that first semester. Then they threw me in the mix, and I graduated on time.
Oh, okay. You caught up.
Yeah, I caught up and graduated on time. But man, that fail in 7th grade.
Oh, yeah. When you see all the people keep
Oh.
going, you be
That's
like, oh.
it's
Friends,
emotional.
Man, I was
yeah.
killing
My
it in summer
friends.
school.
It was also weird in school because I was shy, so I would take an F rather than stand up in front of the class.
Yeah.
Oh.
You think I'm
Sometimes
asking
I'm like,
questions
what?
when I'm confused?
You think I'm read this dumb shit?
Hell no.
The fear of summer school kept me afloat.
'Cause summer
I was
school
like,
was rough.
I'm not.
The
No, I'm just
knuckleheads.
not. No, I'm not gonna waste my summer. I was like, I do not want to be in school during the summertime.
I bet you summer school.
Oh, I
a
made
couple
sure we
times.
played
Yeah.
by the school during summertime so y'all could hear us.
Oh, man.
Just like the kid that get punished, he play in front of his window.
Summer school was.
I heard it wasn't that bad.
It was cool.
Yeah, I heard people liked it when
I
they
was
went.
in
They was
there
like, we
doing
went
my- I
bored.
felt
we woke
smart
up.
in summer
Yeah.
school.
I didn't want to just go because I was like, man, I don't want to be
Yeah.
at school.
Damn.
I felt like an all-star in summer school.
Oh, for you was
Like,
killing it?
yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, all the fast girls went to summer school.
It's all the fast girls.
All the ones that was gonna be pregnant soon
Oh,
went to summer school. It's like, I'm just like,
I remember I sat next to this girl. She was stacked up top. She was like, I was like, and
In
I
high
sat
school?
right next to her, so it was just like, but her Jerry curl was strong.
Wait,
Like, she
how
had a
old
Jerry
were you?
curl.
That's hilarious.
It's 7th grade, so
how big are 7th grade titties?
Some
Hey,
people
I mean, they
mature
were-
fast.
For us, it was like
in
a
my
real
young
thing.
mind, it was just like, come on, I gotta sit next to
Yeah.
this. And this is when
Dolly
I'm young,
Parton.
so I'm everything. I'm perved down on everything.
Every
Yeah.
time a drip
This
dropped
7th
on
grade
it from the
is
Jerry
like-
curl.
I'm
The little
Perv
black
Griffin.
juice.
And so I gotta sit next to these, and so I was just like, well, her Jerry curl smell was strong, man. The Jerry curl, that activator, like, the Jerry curl,
Activator
that
smell didn't bother-
overpowered the
Well,
boobs.
sometimes
No
it
matter
always
what
got a sweet kick to it, but it might be
do.
stank with a sweet kick.
Yeah,
I'm
like
glad
it was
I
just
missed
strong,
that whole
man.
era.
Yeah,
Aggravator smell didn't bother me that
I
much.
missed
Man.
that whole era.
It didn't bother me at all. I
Perm
love
smell good to me.
You ever
The
lick
fresh
girl's
perm?
neck with a Jerry curl?
I never,
Shit be
I never
sweet.
tasted the
It
chemical.
was strong,
Shit be
man.
Delicious.
She made sure she reactivated before she went to school. She
And then by the time we got to high school, it was for me, it was Pump It Up. All the girls was using that hard hairstyles.
Yeah.
Ooh, I used to love Pump It Up. I
I used to like squeezing the curls. So
I
they
come
be
in there like,
like,
you smell like pump it up in
I
here.
remember the smell of jam.
Yeah,
Jam. I
jam
like the way
too.
jam smell. I was like, ooh,
Jam.
that jam smell good.
Love it.
Strawberries.
Yeah, remind me of the hood.
Was it?
It smell
And I
like
had a
strawberries.
no-nonsense teacher in summer school, man. Mr. Bishop. He played 0 games in math.
That's why you're here now, you dumbass.
Man.
Okay.
What time would you get out summer school? 12?
So I had 2 classes. I had to take math and English. So I feel like I was getting out maybe around probably like 1 or something. I went to summer school twice now I think about it. I had to go to summer school in high school too. I didn't get held back, but I just needed to go to summer school. And that summer was the summer OJ, they was chasing OJ.
96. Wasn't it
I remember
96?
hearing it on the
95,
radio when I was
96.
driving home. So I had to go to summer school again. And so that's why I was proud of Sincere being so academically good, because it was just like, man, you had to go to summer school.
No time. He never went on.
No, Serene had to go one time, but Sincere didn't, so it's just like,
I never went to summer school
summer
either,
school.
man.
I'm telling you, if it wasn't for sports, bro, I would have definitely
Same.
left school.
Yeah, same.
I'd have been like, man, fuck this place, man. I'm out of here.
I got kept back in 2nd grade though, but it was like my grandmother was like, he can't write in cursive, so it was like
we don't even need cursive.
Right,
Yeah,
cursive.
we didn't even need cursive.
even
I was looking
need
back on it,
cursive.
but in 2nd grade, she made them hold me back. Cause my cousins and my brother, everybody was writing in cursive,
Right.
doing their writing thing good. My math was obviously slow, but it was just like, she just felt like wasn't like my grades got fucked up
Right.
and I failed. She was just like, no, he needs to say
I
that.
don't
Wait,
like
why-
his
wait.
cues.
Why did they think cursive was gonna be so important?
Man,
Somebody
Like,
invested a
why?
lot of money in that.
Why?
zero foresight.
that's cold. You got held back a whole grade for the curse.
For the cursive.
was the
I remember my
oldest kid
mom
in
making me
class.
practice it. And I used to be like, why am I? I ain't never wrote in cursive. Maybe my signature sometimes,
it.
but other than
Signature's
that,
all I got left.
Signatures,
yeah.
And that's all
high
changing
school letters
anyways,
to all
man.
types of girls in cursive from me.
Oh yeah, I used to use the
I was
cursive on the
suave
love
with my
letters.
cursive.
Oh, you would?
Yeah.
I used to have. I remember I liked this one girl, and I didn't like my handwriting, so I was like, my boy Leon had better handwriting. I was like, yo, Leon, write this letter to old girl for me. And so he would write it out, tell him what to say, and he'd be like, I got you. We would give her the notes. You gave her the notes. Like, perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had good handwriting.
you had
I
to
was
tell
like,
him
you
what to put
goddamn
on it?
right. Like, yeah, I told him what to put in the letter.
Like,
you know
tell
what I'm
her,
saying?
look.
He's like, I got you, man.
He's like, put down a.
Shout out to
I like the
Leon
way
for
your neck
ghostwriting my letters, my love letters. You know what I'm saying?
Did it work?
Oh my God.
You know what with her, man? She was always, I was too nice. She liked the thug cats. So she would go back and forth and liking me. And then, no, you need a nicer girl than me. I was like, man, you know what I'm saying?
That's good advice.
Then when I got older, I was like, you should have gave me time. I could have played you. I could have did you dirty.
And that's
Just
crazy
give
for
me
her
the
to be so
time,
young
man. I
and
could have
thinking
did you
that.
dirty.
Right.
Like,
I hear that
I
all
could
the
have
time.
did you
I would have
dirty.
figured it out.
Yeah, I'd have figured it out. I could have played you.
You could have gave her a year of being a thug.
Yeah, man. I ain't no thug nigga. I ain't gonna be
Right,
walking
right,
around
right.
with the pistol. But I could have hurt your feelings.
Right.
Could have broke your heart. Give me some time.
I was good with my letters because my dad was in jail, so I'd burn the edges sometimes.
ball it
real
up,
with it.
straighten it
Burn
out,
the
fold it up.
edges,
Burn the
you know,
edges.
Some cursive on
Right,
there.
yeah. Why is that the saddest, funniest shit?
Shit was real.
DC, where you at this week, man?
Saturday, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Oh, speaking of Louisiana.
Yeah, where did
Man, I wish I
The
could
girls
go
be
with
cheating
you.
out there, man.
Yeah, watch out for them.
Watch out for
Le
camera.
Abre Casino. I don't know how to say it, Boogie. Help me.
Hambre?
Le Abre Casino.
Aubrey.
Oh yeah, that's
Baton
it.
Rouge, yeah.
that's
Baton
it.
Le Abre Casino.
I've never been to Baton Rouge.
You know they don't say shit right in Baton Rouge.
Barrage.
No way.
La Barrage, yeah. I don't even know how to say it.
Yeah, you been to Baton Rouge before?
Get some beignet, man.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I've never
Maybe
been to Baton
once.
Rouge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ain't 45 minutes from New Orleans.
Okay.
Get some etouffee, man.
I'm definitely give me some.
So
etouffee.
great food in Baton Rouge. Too.
Oh, I think
Great
New Orleans got
food.
some of
Great.
the best food. Or
New Orleans.
New
Baton
Orleans,
Rouge
period.
is the same.
Yeah.
They just up the road. You know what I'm saying? So the food, yes, very similar to New Orleans, almost exactly.
Running
You ain't
through
gonna
that.
miss nothing until you go out of the state lines. And then you start being like,
All the food in Louisiana solid for the most part.
Yeah, Lafayette, Louisiana, them Cajun places like that. Lafayette,
The food I had in
Lake
Louisiana was
Charles,
amazing.
always gonna be good.
The accent's very real quick and heavy in Louisiana. It goes from them old foghorn leghorns.
yeah.
He playing. Like, nah,
That's how you
this
really
is how he
talk.
to Lil Wayne. It's
Yeah. New
I
Orleans
think I
got the
think
very-
I think New Orleans got the best American accent.
Yeah, we got the different accent from even Baton Rouge. Like Boosie and I don't talk alike.
Y'all don't.
Me and Baby
Where Boosie
would
from?
talk more like he
Baton
from Baton
Rouge.
Rouge.
Baton Rouge, okay.
Kevin Gates from Baton Rouge too.
Yeah,
right?
they talk. When I hear them talk, I be like, these country ass niggas. I got some nerve. I got some nerve.
Cause like when I hear like you or like Master P or like them other cats, they sound different than Boosie and them.
Yeah, the New Orleans got its own dialect, man. New Orleans got its own a lot of shit. Its own music.
Yeah.
Like I was a rapper in New Orleans who was about to make it too,
Yeah.
but that type of music has never been outside of New Orleans. So back when I was saying I was doing shows, I was doing rap concerts. At the time.
wow.
Yeah, so I was doing bounce rap, which is something similar to like In My Feelings.
Wait, that's a little bit more hurtful to be a rapper about to go on stage. And
Oh,
go
yeah,
out.
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought
Also,
was
when you
about to
did a
do
show, you were
stand-up.
doing music.
Yeah, I was doing music.
Oh, I was thinking you was doing comedy.
I was
then.
doing
Oh,
music
wow.
then, yeah. So I was supposed to be, but I was doing bounce rap. Bounce rap is more geared toward women. It ain't like gangster rap where you're talking about pistols and all that.
Yeah.
This is like pop it, shake it, wobble, wobble, wobble. It was that type shit. You know what I'm
gotcha.
saying? Just a bunch of repetitive shit, and it had a club upside down. Like literally every
Learn something
girl
new every
head
day.
down, ass up, the whole club.
That's a lot of shit. That's now. You was just in the wrong time.
Yeah, I was in the right. It was back then. It was just a thing that was coming
So
out.
when Wayne was like wobbly, he's like, that's
That's
mine.
mine.
Yeah, we was like, oh, that's how you do it. No, when he did Back That Ass Up, it was a dude already had a song in New Orleans called Back That Ass Up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
beef over that?
yeah, he was mad about it, but he was nothing he could do. His name was
Back
DJ
that
Jubilee.
ass up is my shit.
Yeah,
it
I'm
was
just
his
backing
shit.
that
I
ass
started
up down
backing
here.
asses up.
And that was the chorus of his song too. It was Back
Yeah,
That Ass
For the
Up. Back That
99
Ass
and the
Up, Back
2000, I was saying.
Yeah, yeah, it was crazy. But they
Girl, you all right, won't
you
you
can
back
do.
that ass up was my shit.
Yeah. God damn it.
facts though. Yeah,
You only got ass, so just back that ass was my shit.
And back that ass up is eternal.
Forever.
That song is
Super classic.
eternal.
As soon as them violins,
That song don't lose a step. Craig, what you got?
Oh man, that Craig Wayne's on everything. Yeah. Mr. Toxic Doc Shop. Workout gears up there.
oh, workout gear.
Yeah,
Okay.
women's workout gear.
Craig got
with
the
little
Lululemon up in that
toxic.
bitch.
Yeah, they got the
Yeah.
tights, got the fisherman caps.
That's what's up.
All that.
Yeah.
Chaz?
Let me apologize to you guys formally for being tardy today.
Man, you should have did that when you first
You're
got
right.
here.
You're right. I took my
out.
family
Why
to
you wait?
Legoland.
You gave hugs. And
Fuck it.
Why you wait the whole show?
Because, I took my family to Legoland Sunday and Monday. Today felt like my Monday, and then I just didn't realize that it was time
You
to do
spent the
show.
night.
We did.
Oh,
We
you
did.
spending that money.
Oh, Chaz, a high road.
Yeah, it was it's much cheaper than Disneyland or any other place.
Did they give you Lego pieces before you left?
Yeah, we got some free shit. Stole some shit too, so it was nice.
Oh,
Yeah, I was just pocketing Legos.
Got
you know
Lego
what I'm saying?
towels.
I did. I stole some. I stole 4 of their beach towels for damn sure. I said, "Oh, you just can't get these anyway."
Did they give you a Lego clock and the calendar so you
Nah.
can keep track of time and
They
days?
didn't. No, they did not do any of those things. I would have appreciated.
That's crazy.
Anyways, I'm nowhere. Lacaroni and Chaz, me and Dion Lax podcast is up. Sorry about the absence, but we back. I left my I have my SD card. I left it at Dion, so I couldn't upload last week.
You be
So
having
my
excuses?
apologies. One was Father's Day. Dion had COVID the week before. It wasn't my fault.
Oh,
I've been hearing
And
these
then this time I left my SD card over there. So I was like,
Okay.
God damn. And then, so yeah, that's up. Yeah, you guys can go over to my YouTube at Chaz Rogers. And
Where's them C-minded citizens at? What's going on with that?
what you mean? Oh, we started our live Recent 5, which we came back for our town hall meetings, but it won't be today. But we'll be back tomorrow. Well, this will be Thursday. So yeah, we'll be on. There you go.
When is those Detroit hats coming out?
Detroit hats?
Yeah. You always have Detroit. When's the Detroit hats coming out?
That's hilarious. Never.
Okay.
He said that's
You do
hilarious.
Detroit, Detroit?
Nah, never happened.
Boog, what you got cracking, Boog?
Man, just the internet, man. Everybody just follow me at comedian Boogie B, man. These shows, I would tell you where I'm at tomorrow or the next day, but your ass ain't gonna see this shit and you probably ain't gonna come there no way.
This gonna drop
Thursday.
Thursday.
No, the people's come out.
But anyways, so let's do one farther out. Let's do one where I give you a chance. August 6th, San Diego. Just follow me for the details on that. August 6th in San Diego if you're in that area. But follow me at Comedian Boogie B because I'm online every day. I do 2 live shows, one on Facebook and YouTube and one on Instagram 5 days a week. So y'all follow that, and I'll be doing that in the next 2 hours. So in 2 hours, I'll start the live on Facebook and YouTube, and y'all can just come there and holler at me. And I do the Let Me Stress You Out show live, where I do roasts. And I do relationship conversations, plus I do black trivia. So yeah, y'all come there, man. Have a good time. It's a very interactive chat, you know what I'm saying? And
Give
I'm
us some
just
black
on there
trivia real
all
quick.
day. I'm gonna give y'all a quick
let's do a quick
trivia
one.
question.
Okay.
Okay. So
Set it
Ice
off.
Cube mom in Boys in the Hood
Okay.
was in what group in School Days? Ooh,
I know.
you got to be real black to know this. You got to be real. She was
You
in
talking
a
about
group.
what sorority was she in?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ice Cube mom.
Yeah.
What group was she in the movie School Days? Type it in or say it whenever you got it.
She was in
Hey, man, I
I'm
don't know
out.
the name of the. I don't know the name.
I don't know the name of the
You
thing.
ain't black
'Cause it-
enough.
the
'cause it was-
Bugaboos.
Nope.
She was in
That's
the
not
dark
it.
skin.
No, she wasn't. No, that's the wrong answer. The
okay.
Jigaboos. I knew what
Yeah,
you're
the
talking about.
Jigaboos, I'm
In
sorry.
Spike Lee movie. No, that's the wrong
She
answer.
was with Lawrence Fishburne and them.
Nope, that's wrong.
I thought she was in the dark skin
Yeah,
sorority.
this is a tough question, right?
Okay.
G5G.
She's not
Nah.
dark skinned though.
She was she is dark.
She is dark skinned.
Ice
She's
Cube
dark
mom,
skinned?
Tyra
Yeah.
Farrell.
That's-
She
yeah.
played the
Not
Boys in
dark
the
enough.
Hood.
No,
She's brown
no,
skin.
no,
When
no,
you're in
Tyra
the
Farrell.
movie, you was either
Ice Cube
right.
mom. Yeah,
She would have been.
she
on-
played in the Wannabes, the opposite to the group. She was the only
Damn.
dark skinned girl on the Wannabes with Tisha Campbell. She was in their little sorority.
At least I knew the
She's the
two.
only dark skinned chick though.
Well, I say Bugaboo. Oh, that's
So
a
yeah,
Destiny's
so
Child
that's
song.
an
That would've
important black
stung me, yeah.
history. It's an important black question. Now y'all gotta know this.
See, I went with the wrong. I was like, she was brown skin, so she was with the.
You just
I
automatic.
thought
That's
Boogie
kind
was
of a
gonna
trick
have,
question.
like, in 1865, which black
I do got
inventor
those.
created?
I do got those. I do trivia on
George
like
Carver.
black culture
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
like movies and stuff like that. But I also
great.
do like history as well, because y'all know I'm well versed in my New Orleans hood history.
You're more than worth a follow
So-
for people. You're
was,
entertaining
yeah,
Boog
all
funny as
day.
hell.
Hell
She
yeah.
was in Poetic Justice too.
Yeah, she was in Poetic
Dope
Justice.
in there.
Yeah.
She was a hairdresser, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
She was
spell
good
my
in that.
punani. That was her. She
And
had.
shout out to Bug and Trey Elliott for getting my first spots when I got here, bro.
Oh
I
yeah,
never
yeah.
ever
We
forget.
used
Shout
to
out
put that
Trey
boy on
Elliott.
stage.
Always.
Wait, what spot was that?
That's why in
We-
Reseda.
In Reseda, we used to have.
Y'all had 2 spots. I remember
we had
another
2
spot.
spots. We
The
had
restaurant,
the one,
the sushi restaurant.
Moksha.
Yeah.
And then we had.
I forgot what that spot was called.
It was called. Nah, it wasn't Traffic. Damn, Trey, what was the
You
name
remember that
of
spot, Tony?
it? It was a restaurant.
Where was it at?
In
North-
Reseda.
in
It was
wait,
like
we had-
deep
I think I
in the
did. I
valley.
think I did it though.
We all did.
We had one in
Wait, not the one by
Reseda.
Denny's. Not that. You talking about the one on
Nordoff.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
one
It was,
on
it was like
Nordoff?
somewhere around there.
Nordoff
Wasn't
is Northridge, but yeah, it was on
might have been
Nordoff.
Northridge.
It was
I think it was
called.
I remember the Northridge one.
Something
I remember
like-
both of them ones. I used
Yeah,
to
we
do,
had you used to
Yeah, I
do
used to
them all.
walk.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah. You used to come through and fuck with us all the
Nobody,
time.
you were the first cats to really put me up like consistently. I said,
Yeah.
"Oh, bless these cats."
There's a
Boog
couple
and
of
Trey.
man. That's
No
why
doubt.
we do comedy though, man. So you could get a room, make it pop, bring your people, and work on your craft while letting other comics work on their craft. So
Right.
Kevin Tate was a regular.
Yeah.
Justin Hires used to come through all the time, and this was before all of us was real funny. You know what I'm saying?
right.
We all was up
Learning.
there struggling. Yeah, we all was every week struggling. You know what I'm
Always
saying?
appreciate
Get it
that.
together. Yeah.
Where you at, Tone?
This weekend I'm nowhere, but next weekend San Diego at the Comedy Store in La Jolla.
Who's going with you?
Who is going with me? Cornelia Stradwick.
Hey, make sure they get
Brandon
the
Lewis.
rooms up there too.
Oh, I ain't seen Cornelia.
Who else is going with you?
That's about it.
Who doing guest spots? So anybody you got any guest spots happening down there?
Probably not.
No?
Probably,
Oh, okay.
probably
Just
ain't gonna
asking.
be no guest
Just
spots,
asking.
Chaz may or may not be there. I don't know if he's
Hey.
popping up or not. But San Diego, the La Jolla Comedy Club, 4 shows. 2 shows are sold out. The other tickets are low. So hurry up, man. If you're hearing this, you're in San Diego, do not waste your sweet time. And one thing that annoys the shit out of me is when you hit me up and be like, man, I tried to get tickets, but it was sold out. I give you plenty of time to get the tickets.
And I suggest
And I
y'all
don't be
get a
selling
room.
out no day or nothing like that. You be having the time. So hush. But San Diego, near Indianapolis, the weekend after that. The sales are horrible in Indianapolis. So also, check out Verbal Cardio. Also, tune in to my new show, Gross Point Bake, where I talk about the movie grosses, the album sales, and all that other stuff I nerd out about. The first episode is up on my YouTube right now. You can see the top 10 highest grossing horror movie slashers right now. And who you think got the number 1 spot off the top of your head? Who do you think is number 1? Jason, Freddy, Mike Myers, Norman Bates, Scream. Who you think would be number 1? Tune into that. It is up now on my page, so pull up and comment and all that good stuff. All right, we got to get the hell out of here. We over 2 hours. This is ridiculous.
Thank you, Chaz. That's because of
Shit went
Chaz.
by
I
quick.
don't think that was me.
Yeah, they all
Quick,
thank
bro.
you.
That
Good
was by
conversation.
quick.
Boogie
We
has
out.
great stories.